Welcome into Capital One Tournament Central. Nabil Kareem alongside Seth Davis, Candace Parker, Rex Chapman. So the Islanders, hey, they made it interesting late there. Couldn't convert, but at the same time, full credit to the Tigers, who really made a push late in that first half and in the second half, too, as we'll see. Again, highlights of this one. Johnny Jones got to be proud of his squad. Even Steven Lutz, they've had an incredible season so far. Up to this date, their last game of the season right there. Steven Fermade for the dunk. And then Bryson Etienne for the three. He had a great game.
Yeah, he did 21 off the bench, 9 for 9 from the foul line. And as the guys at the game were saying, that was the story of the game. 26-9, the difference at the foul line.
But later in the first, Johnny Walker, team's leading scorer, hits the three right here.
Yeah, Johnny Walker doing a good job of striking it from the outside. But really, the difference in this game, Texas turning the ball over, but the Islanders not being able to convert in transition.
In the second half, Travion Tennyson.
They lost track of Travion Tennyson. Texas Southern did a little bit there in the second half, and for a little while, it looked like he might carry them to the win.
He had 18 points. The Islanders went on a 9-0 run. But back come the Tigers, and you could see the experience really starting to show itself.
Yeah, and it started with the rim protection there with Bryson. Gresham did a good job. One of 6 blocks.
And they're moving
name
on.
that back, Coach Jay.
And
1 down, 6 to go. Why not, right? Why not?
76-67 the final. Again, this is the third time in the last 5 years the Tigers have been put in this first 4 position, and they are 3-0 in doing so. So when you take a look at the bracket, what they get next is Kansas. Listen, that is going to be a tough matchup, but at the end of the day, we've seen it happen once before. I mean, once. But if you are the Tigers, how are you planning for a team like Kansas here?
Well, the type of team that would give Kansas probably even as a 6 team is not this team, because you cannot be turning the ball over against the Kansas Jayhawks. They are absolutely lethal in transition. They love to push the ball up the court. So somehow or another, Johnny Jones has got to get his guys to take care of that basketball, control pace, but also the other way that you get a great upset, and this is what did happen with UMBC, is making a ton of three-pointers. And that's also not something that Texas Southern tends to do. So I like Kansas in the game, but the Tigers did a great job, and I really commend Johnny Jones for going with his guys on the bench. You know, they play a lot of guys. They didn't have separation tonight. 55 of their 76 points came from the bench. He did a really good job managing the game, finding the right mismatches that got his guys to the foul line where they could push away and build enough of a lead where those turnovers didn't kill them.
Yeah, I was very surprised because, you know, it's hard to win a game with as many turnovers as the Tigers had. But then you look at the battle in the paint. They had 34 points in the paint. And like Seth said, 55 points off the bench, being able to depend on a large variety of guys to come in and give you a run. But you're right. The key to the game in the NCAA tournament, you have to get shots on goal. And they were doing that with the amount of time they were turning the ball over.
Did she tweet back at you? Did she tweet you? Come on, you gotta
We gotta get
He needs his own show. Is there somebody who could give?
That'd be a great idea.
Please, I don't know.
We should talk about
Somebody,
it.
please,
Yeah.
get on that.
Let's take a meeting.
Make a couple calls.
See if you know
Should be an
anybody.
agent. Listen, good for the Islanders. They had a nice little run here, but the Tigers getting it done there, moving on. Meanwhile, that guy, all eyes on Trace Jackson Davis in Indiana. They're taking on Wyoming in our next contest. We'll break it down right after the break.
Welcome to Truck Cut. You get unlimited double miles on every haircut with your Capital One Venture card.
Everybody in here is bald.
Wrong, Sam. Everybody's sporting our new signature March Madness hairstyle, the Chuck Cut.
Jennifer!
Hey, I'm next.
Let this fool mess with your hair?
Oh, I'm just getting a trim, Sam.
Friends, that's what I thought. Ooh. How's it look? Like regret?
Uh-oh.
Chuck?
My bad.
Chuck!
Every day on the mark.
Okay, what's your favorite song?
Can't ask me that.
It's like asking someone who their favorite kid is.
So you're saying that you love all 26
Thank you, Carl. I appreciate you,
Yes,
brother.
But only that sweet, sweet honey barbecue.
I had to come running in from the other room to
I knew you had
say
to
thank you.
Can I have a win? Nope.
especially for beginning Gardner.
I think he likes that.
Hey, thank you to Carl. That's so generous. Appreciate him. Great support of the community. And I'm humbled that he finds my channel engaging.
Welcome to Allstate.
Welcome in, everybody. We're just getting started here. We're still, I don't know, 8-10 minutes out, somewhere in there. They just started warming up. We got the pregame up there on the screen. It will change when we get started. Hello, Jeannie. Javi, welcome in. Javi's crushing my TikTok. Jesse's here. She's crushing the Discord, managing our Discord, doing a great job. Carl's in here supporting us. He's a member and a friend. Carl, I hope I get to meet you someday. I know you're out in California. We're going to do a trip in 2023, early 23 out there. I'd love to meet you. Ian's in here. Good to see you. Francisco's in here early. We're just getting started. This should be a really good game. Should be a really good, really good game. I'm hoping, at least, for a Thursday night hangout show, early part of the March Madness. So we'll see how it all goes. And as soon as they come back in, I'll give you back to the warm-up and letting that roll. And when they're ready to roll, I'll be ready to roll here. I'm just finalizing a couple things here on a computer. All right, they're coming back in.
And time now for the Capital One Venture Card double of the day. And this is going to be a great matchup. You got Trace Jackson Davis, Graham Ike down low. Both guys leading their teams in scoring, but both guys also defensive factors. And when you take Jackson Davis, you add Race Thompson down there in the interior. They're a really good defensive team. And Candace, you were saying, I mean, earlier that Wyoming, they love going through that post. That's going to be an interesting matchup there.
Yeah, and in the day and age, I said it earlier, that we like to spread the basketball. We like to shoot threes, right? But a team that has really taken advantage of using that post up and getting paint points and really distributing off of that post up place. You have a point guard that has size, that is able to get into the paint and really create for themselves as well as the team. So I think the Hoosiers have their work cut out for them in defending that post up and the experience that you have at the guard position.
Trace Jackson. Last name.
Jackson Davis.
Jackson Davis. I get it. Three names mess me up every time. Is a terrific basketball player. I think, and you look at him, I think you told me last night, hasn't taken a three or hasn't taken
made a three his whole career.
He's a really good player, got really good bounce. People project him at the next level. He's a little bit of an unknown, but I look at a guy like Kevon Looney out west that plays with the Warriors, who's undersized, doesn't shoot threes. This guy's going to play in the NBA because he can go up and get it, he rebounds, and he protects the paint.
Yeah, he's been solid through his whole career. And you mentioned a guy I think is going to be huge in this game, and that's Race Thompson for Indiana. One thing about Graham Ike, not only can he score and rebound, he's third in the country in fouls drawn per 40 minutes. Wow. He gets his defenders in foul trouble. So if you're Mike Woodson, you don't want Trace Jackson Davis guarding him because you want him in the game. Race Thompson goes 6'8", 230 with his length, with his strength, and with his intelligence. He is as well equipped to guard Ike as any player in the country, really. And so for me, the other question is who guards Hunter Maldonado, because you talk about his post-up ability at 6'7". You don't want that to be Xavier Johnson. I think it'll probably be Parker Stewart, who's 6'5" and not as important an offensive player. But how Mike Woodson manages who he's deploying on those two guys, because Jeff Linder for Wyoming is an exceptionally intelligent offensive coach in creating an offense that is suited to these guys with their unique skill set. So I'm going to be really watching that chess match with Mike Woodson, how he guards those two.
And it's just you talk about Maldonado because he is a guy, he's so versatile, right? Like if you do kind of shut him down, take away maybe his offensive game, he can pass the ball too, Ken.
Yeah, he can pass the ball, and it's a huge advantage to have that experience. He's a fifth-year senior, and in your point guard, you talk about guard play in the NCAA tournament. You talk about knowing when to make plays, when to set up the offense, when to score for yourself. Averaging 18.4, 6.3 points or assists per game, 5.8 rebounds. You know, he's great at getting to the free throw line. So you think of all the things that you would want in a point guard leading into the NCAA tournament, and Maldonado has it.
He's big. You know, he's not 6'3", he's not 6'4", 6'7". I mean, that makes a difference. Guy can take you from the perimeter and back you down into the post, and you can run your offense out of there. Good player.
We saw two teams in our first game who relied heavily on the bench, right? The Cowboys, they don't do that. They're getting a lot of production from their starters, and those guys are not going. That could be a problem.
Yeah, for sure. And they also don't create a lot of steals on the perimeter. So that's a good sign for Indiana because, as I said earlier, their guard play has been very suspect. Xavier Johnson's been playing great the last 8 games, but as a three-point shooting team, Indiana has not been impressive, especially in their losses. They shoot 29% from behind the three-point line in their losses. They can be epically bad from behind that line. That's why they lost. They lost a lot of games in the Big Ten and came very close to not making the tournament. At one point, they had lost 5 in a row. So if they take care of the ball, they make their three-point shots, and then they got to deal with these two guys. I like the Pokes in this one. I really do. The Mountain West has been a terrific league all season. The league is full of teams like a Boise State, San Diego State. They're tough. They guard. They play a slow pace. It's exactly the style of basketball that sets up well for the NCAA tournament.
70 is the magic number for them. They hit 70 points. It's a wrap because they are 20-0 this season when they hit that number. What do you got? Social media.
Yeah, that's
See,
right.
it's going to catch up.
That's right.
We gotta get her.
You gotta get her.
Rex, come on.
Let's rope her in. Let's reel her in.
Rex, are you on Twitter? You should get on Twitter.
What is Twitter?
I got to teach you.
What is this Twitter thing of which you speak?
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us, big or small. We see your drive, your ambition.
You're tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show.
Join us Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as Inside the Huddle returns to the channel. Every Thursday night, we sit down and discuss news, rumors, trades, hirings, firings, the draft. It's all about the NFL. Join Dole Whip Dad, Myers and the Mouse, two YouTube creators that have a definitive take on what is happening in the NFL. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. If it's time to put your logo up in lights, well, there's only one place to go. It's Precise Signs, found here on YouTube. You can see them on this video, creating the Viapre Project logo up in lights. It's time to put your logo up in lights behind you on the wall. Found on Instagram at Precise Signs for you. There's nobody better than Marlon to put your name up in lights. You want to see it on the marquee? It's time to be precise with Precise Signs. And I'm loading up my sign right now, getting it fired up. Welcome in, everybody. We are at a commercial break here in the pregame. Welcome in. I saw Ian was here. I think I said hi to him before. Wolfie's in here. Joel Medina's in. My teacher's from Indiana Hoosiers. And we have a test on them. Oh, good luck. Go crush your test, son. Go crush it. I'm throwing my my light up here behind me, getting that going. There we go. It'll fire up in just a second. At least it should. Says it will. There we go. It's firing up. Takes a minute. So welcome in. We're getting ready here. This is the pregame. We're still sitting in games, probably still, I don't know, 5-6 minutes out at least. They were a little late in getting the warm-ups for the second game because the first game took them a little longer than they thought it would. That last minute and a half of the first game felt like an eternity. So welcome in. Our screen will change when the game starts. We'll bring you more information and data. You'll be able to listen in and react with me the whole way through. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you a thing. We're over here on YouTube doing our thing. I actually want to pull up real quick. I need to pull up. I want to change this one bottom here. And in order to do it, I got to bring up YouTube real quick. And I got to bring up, let's see, where can I go to do this? I can't put anybody else's content on there. So let's do this. I'll go to my own channel. I'll go to here real quick. All I want to do is go onto this logo and pull the basketballs off so I can put it down the bottom. I think it'll look better on our stream. So let me go here, go into there, and pull the basketballs off so I can put it down the bottom. I think it'll look. So let me copy that. I wanted the basketball for the bottom of this screen. All right, we got it. I got what I need. So there we go. We're back on. We're sitting here waiting. They're at commercial break showing all kind of stuff. Big plans, you know. What's up, Big Plans? Welcome in. Do me a favor, Big Plans. Don't cuss. And just so you know, if you're new to me, no, we do not show the actual game itself. We are not legally allowed to do it. You're not allowed to do it on YouTube. We will change the screen, give you more data and content, but you are not allowed to show the game. You can have your channel taken away from you, and I don't want that. So welcome in. Glad you're here. Let's listen in on the pregame.
However, expectations are sky high once again with Coach Cal's most experienced squad.
You're good, Big Plans. I like your channel name too, dude. That's pretty cool.
For us,
Big Plans. I like it.
Ball movement and then attacking. We're the best team in the country. When we're not,
They're listening to Calipari
everybody's
talk.
catching it and rip to the hip. We're not the same team. You play free and loose. What will happen on defense? You'll talk. You're alive. You're bouncing. When you're not playing free and loose, what happens to you? You stop playing. You stand, and then what happens? Backdoor, offensive rebound on us, something. You don't want to give any teams hope. I'm talking everybody we play. You give them no hope. You just bury people, free and loose. The front of the jersey is going to have some intimidation when we walk in and we're playing and they know we're a machine. The guy inside the jersey with the swagger, that cements what we are. This prepares you to play great. And if you play great, the winning will take care of itself. You take one game at a time. That's all you're doing. One game, you got one. Let's get the next one.
Last year was difficult. COVID kind of messed everything up, set everything off. This year, we got it back rolling again. With this group of guys, I knew that as soon as we touched down on campus, we all connected, we all liked each other, so I knew it would be a little different this year. Since last year, we didn't have the season that we wanted and had a rough year. How does it feel to honestly making the tournament for the first time?
It feel dope being our first time, especially me going back home.
What's up,
I have
D?
a lot of family there. I'm ready to get this going.
I am ready to get it going.
All right, Kentucky getting going against 15 seed St. Peter's. Rex,
Kentucky's in there.
How do we feel? What's the energy like right now, especially after last year?
I feel fantastic. John Calipari just rolls the ball out, right? That's all he does. No, wait. He does it with one and dones, and now he's got his oldest team, and he's doing it. You can't have it both ways. Oscar Tshiebwe, player of the year, in my opinion. But older guys, Kellen Grady from Davidson, scored 2,000 points before he ever got to Kentucky. For a Kentucky fan watching this Kentucky team that's older, we haven't had that in a while. And this has been a very refreshing, fun year for Kentucky fans. And this team can go a long way. They can put the ball in the basket a lot of different ways. The key for me is Keon Brooks. If Keon Brooks plays well, Kentucky wins.
We're still listening to the pregame
throughout this tournament for 6 games.
Indiana and Wyoming are still warming up, everybody.
Coach Calipari said something there. He said that no hope, that they want to bury him, they want to play loose. And it makes me think about Kevin Garnett. In this last run, we were playing in the playoffs, and he said, your job as an opponent is to grow the opponent's fear, to grow their fear every possession. And by doing that, I mean, just Calipari said it, you have to be active, you have to be loose, you can't have to be talking. And that's where you bury people. You bury them in possessions, in doubt. You want to grow their doubt. And so, I think that, like Rex said, he's had to do a lot of coaching these last couple of years, and he's doing an amazing job with this team, except in the SEC.
I see what happened there. Well, you can take the coach out of Pittsburgh, but you can't take the. So when he says we got to bury guys, that to me is just blue collar roots in Pittsburgh. And he was the one who really was at the forefront of that one and done when that was coming, and everyone was saying, "Well, I don't know." He's like, "Everybody, come on here."
Make sure you guys are voting in the poll,
everybody
too.
Come here, and they won him a title. And now he's done the
What's up,
same
Ron
thing
K?
with his transfer portal, still bringing in some quality freshmen like Ty Washington. But it's a little bit of a different challenge as a coach because you got to make that chemistry thing happen fast, much like you did with the one and done. And by the way, I know you've been to a lot more Kentucky practice than I have, but I've seen him in action. And, Calipari has his staff do like all the individual work outside of for that 2 hours in practice. It is all Calipari. His assistants I know they're working. I'm not saying they're not working, but he brings an incredible amount of energy to the teaching and the instruction. And very few college coaches, I know NBA guys have said this, really truly understand how to coach great players. You hold them accountable, you coach them hard, and then you
All
tell
right,
them
well, that's enough about Kentucky. Let's talk about Indiana and Wyoming.
How far are they going?
They're the ones playing.
Final four. I got them in the 4. You can say that
in the Final Four.
Say that.
That'd be pretty good. I don't think that's acceptable for Kentucky fans hearing it from Rex, but I'm just saying.
Hoosier
John
basketball
Calipari's
against the
been great to me,
Cowboys.
and he's the perfect guy for that job.
All right, we'll see at the half. Wyoming, Indiana. Coming up.
We're getting ready to start. What's up, Jared?
Everyone
I'm
was
just
doing
excited.
story on their phones.
It's NCAA basketball. It's legit. It's the real deal. It's fans in the stands. The tournament has started. We're playing in the first 4. We're in game 2. We're going to do game 2 and game 4 of the first 4. I felt that they were the 2 best ones. So we're going to do these 2 games. Hit us up with a subscribe if you're new. Come back and join us for more NCAA activity. I got 7 or 8 streams just in the next 5 days of NCAA basketball. So we're going to be doing a lot of good stuff here. If you are new, like I said, make sure you vote in the poll at the top. No, legally you're not allowed to show the game. I'm just being honest, not trying to BS anybody. We show in-screen game chat and a game tracker, and we interact with you. We have a good time here. IU fan, but not convincing. Chris, I saw Indiana play in the tournament, and they impressed me in the tournament recently. So we'll see, buddy. We'll see. We're going to be respectful to everybody, Wyoming or Indiana fans, or neither. If you come in and you're a Michigan fan and just cheering, hey, everybody's welcome here on my channel. We try to have a good time and treat people with respect. I try to call the game fairly down the middle. I don't try to cheer for one team over the other. I just cheer for good basketball. And hopefully we'll get a good crowd in here tonight, get some share outs on YouTube when this game starts, and people start clicking, looking for it. It's after 9 o'clock. I think we really should be going. We're already 10 minutes late because of the first game. So I'm glad you found out here. Talk to us in the chat. If you are new, tell me who you are, where you're from, what team you're cheering for. Love to see that chat rolling as we go. They are showing commercials right now. I'm waiting for them to finish. And as soon as they do, we will get you caught up here. One of my TVs, it's the second one. My second TV was a little slow behind. It's funny with dishes how that can happen. Your team lost in the first round of the A-10s. They're in the NIT. Okay. Good luck to them, Brian K. Good luck to them. Hot and cold. I have heard that. I have heard that, Chris. Have heard that they've been hot and cold this year. Is this your first time here, Chris, or have you been in with us before? I called a bunch of Indiana football games this past year. That was fun to do. They were playing well. We'll see. Hopefully they show up for you today. You know? Fans always want that, you know, for sure. All right, here we go. Looks like we're coming back. Big Daddy Ann Arbor's in the house, everybody. What's up, Big Daddy? Good to see you back. Good to see you back, my friend. First time. Awesome, Chris. Hopefully you'll like it and want to come back, buddy. Madness in the house. I've got goosebumps. 20-13 Hoosiers. 25-8 Cowboys. Dayton, Ohio. Right. The winner plays UCLA Akron winner. Winner plays UCLA.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy along with Avery Johnson, Steve Lavin, John Rothstein's roaming around the building.
Talking to coaches somewhere.
There ain't no way Akron
Talking
beats
to
them.
somebody. We have a great matchup here
Sorry.
after our first game came to a close. Indiana and Wyoming. Lav, these are 2 teams. They're 12
Wow.
seeds, but you might expect them to be a little higher.
When you think about it, Wyoming
That caught me
is
off
having
guard.
one of the best seasons in program history. They're very capable. Mike Woodson, in his debut, first year as a head coach of the
Yeah, everybody
Hoosiers,
welcome Chris in.
has them back on track.
Hey, Steven, what's up?
And they don't want to.
Where did I make my bracket? What do you mean, Steven? What do you mean, where did I make it? I did one on DraftKings, if that's what you're asking. Welcome in, Steven Ortega. Trace Jackson Davis.
He is the hub of the wheel.
He's a monster.
In transition, could run, play over the top. He's improved his ability to take the ball to the basket.
Yes, he
and
does.
finish through contact, making better decisions in the basket area. Very effective at maneuvering along the baseline. And how about Xavier Johnson? He has come on late. He's been critical to the Hoosiers' success.
Xavier Johnson.
The last 8 games, 18 points per game and 7 assists.
18 points a game. Wow.
And speaking of sharing, you look at Wyoming, they got 2 guys that share the ball pretty good.
Yeah, I love this tandem. These guys really play well off each
Yeah.
other. Graham Ike
Graham Ike is a stud. He's got a nice little soft left-handed touch.
And then Hunter Maldonado. This kid is long, athletic.
Maldonado, he can move.
Power forward to a point guard. High basketball IQ. Outstanding tandem.
Well, you expect Indiana to travel well to Dayton, Ohio, Wyoming. They have traveled well.
Nice.
Also, Indiana.
We're about ready to get it on, everybody. Indiana, 4-point favorite. 132 on the line is what I saw earlier today. I didn't update it right before the game, I'm going to be honest. Man, I'm coughing like crazy. So when they came in, here's why I'm coughing. When they came into the television monitor, Xavier Johnson had his hand in it. It looked like a really awkward place. Looked like it actually was in the other guy's lap. It wasn't. But I just started to take a drink, and I look up and see that, and I almost fell out. I was like, yeah, not a good spot. So, anyway, I'll get my coughing down. We'll get back to normal here in just a minute. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We're gonna watch. We're watching commercials here as we're hanging out for a second, waiting for them to get started. It's basketball time. It's the NCAAs on the tournament. I am pumped up. Got some good games coming up on the schedule. All of my games are posted for this week through Friday night. What's up, Showtime? Go Hoosiers! Go Big Ten, he says. Good to see you, my friend. I got all my games posted through Friday. I will repost Friday and Saturday on Friday night late. It'll be Friday night late because we won't fully know who's going till that happens. So I have to wait until we know. They have not. Have they brought up the screen for the pregame yet? No, they're still on the preview. They usually don't change the the game changer over until they tip. So I'm watching right now, waiting for the tip. And then we're going to call it. We're going to have fun. Have fun in here tonight. If you'd like to be a member and have special emojis, like right now, the members of the channel, it's only $1.99. It's cheap, Members of the channel can post the emojis of the teams tonight. We got Indiana emojis in there. If you want the Indiana logo, we got cowboy emojis in there. If you want that one, just hit it up, click the link, become a member of the channel. You can we have emojis every game for the teams that are playing. We make that part of the package here so that you can have fun and cheer on your teams or the ones you like when you're in here. That's what we try to do, at least. Try to make it interesting. We're getting close.
Coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Sherwin-Williams. Painting questions? Ask Sherwin-Williams. Taco Bell's Nacho Fries.
Nacho Fries.
And by
That's what Preston always tells me. He's a Nacho Fries.
Official hair salon of March Madness.
Back inside UD Arena, the last time the first four was played here, everything you saw right there wasn't there. It's all totally new. It's a beautiful place. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Nothing different than we expected for Indiana, but there is a difference when it comes to Wyoming. Hunter Thompson will start for Wyoming. They want to go bigger. So Jeremiah Oden, who has started every game so far for Wyoming, will come off the bench. Let's go to John Rothstein.
Well, Tom, Indiana will play an NCAA tournament game tonight, but when Mike Woodson first got the job last spring, he wasn't sure if he would have a team. In the first team meeting that Indiana had after Woodson was named head coach, he asked his players who was all in. Nobody raised their hand. Nevertheless, he recalibrated the program. Indiana plays an NCAA tournament game tonight. Meanwhile, Wyoming, after last season, the Mountain West Freshman of the Year in Marcus Williams, who transferred to Texas A&M. But all things are well in Laramie. Tom, we've got an upstart from Laramie. We've got a blue blood back in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Only 3 words can describe it, guys. This is March.
That's exactly
It's
right.
March and it's madness. We'll probably get a change on the screen as soon as we get the first
tip.
tip.
He didn't think it was funny back when he did it, but now he does. He said, I went home to my wife and I said, what am I going to do? But he was able to get everybody to come back. And he said that Chase Jackson Davis was the key to get him back.
Yeah, he said they had to re-recruit him.
Yep.
Because he was thinking about going to the NBA. He was very honest with Trace Jackson Davis and his family. And,
All right, let's do this. Tips off.
helping him expand his
Indiana's
game.
got it.
He wants him to shoot a few more
Into the
outside
point.
shots.
Down to the post. Up with the left hand and rolls in. 2-0. Indiana.
The shoulder into the sternum.
Wyoming in your road, home, they're home whites. They're wearing home whites. Gold and brown trim. Ball into the post. Rolling to his left. Stolen away. Indiana coming the other way. Indiana the road reds. White trim. Coming down. On the wing. 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded. Cowboys.
It'd be interesting to see.
Cowboys coming down. At the point. Extended right now. Drops back out, going down to the wing. Floating down to the baseline. Trying to dribble his way in and muscle his man in. Flies back out. 3-pointer. Buries it. Hunter Thompson off the bench. Buries a 3. Indiana coming down. Slowly working the offense. Top of the post. Got it up on the point again. Over to the wing. Coming down into the block. It's a block extended right now. Moving his way in towards the paint. Left-handed turn. Can't get it. Rebound, Indiana. Up with it. Rebound again. Up with it again. Finally fouled. Good gravy. I didn't think he was ever going to get fouled. My brother was throwing it up left and right like paint on a board. Welcome in, friends. Glad you're here. Hit that subscribe if you're new and chat with us in our chat.
Wyoming made him pay. Nice recognition that about Hunter Maldonado. That's a problem for
Race Thompson, number 25 at the line. First one is missed. Rims out.
That's a significant advantage.
Yeah, and on that,
18:28 on the clock right now.
They didn't really ever trap. They were more stabbing at the ball, stunting, and makes it easier.
Second free throw attempt.
The shooter on the perimeter. If they're going to trap, go ahead.
Misses that one wide. Tipped out Indiana.
Then stunt. That was a no man's land.
Looked like it's Wyoming's ball. They're saying Indiana. Wow, I don't know about that.
Up the foul. And Indiana will get it back to 20 on the
All right, Indiana's getting it back. Indiana back to the top.
The transfer for Pitt. The average 15.5 points per game as a freshman at Pitt.
Down to the block. Working his way into the paint. Spin move. Left hand doesn't go. Rebounded Wyoming. Cowboys coming the other way. You can share out the stream if you're here having a good time. Let others know you're hanging out. Drive to the paint. Throws it back out wide. Perimeter. Yeah, 3. Can't get it. Rebound Indiana. Here they're coming out quick. Coming up hot. Driving to the board. No. Rebound Wyoming. The under's looking really good right now.
Low percentage shot.
Cowboys coming out. Slowing it up. Working a screen and roll. Over on the window side. Maldonado basing his way in. Just backing his guy up. Oh, big block, Indiana. Get out of here, son. Johnson, nice dish pass inside. Great defensive recovery by Wyoming. Way to get back. Driving to the lane, Johnson, no good. Wyoming rebounding is plenty. If you took the over in rebounds tonight, you're probably going to get it. Everybody's missing. We got a timeout. What's the TO for?
So he's immediately off the floor in the athletic training.
Ah, somebody's a bloody mess.
That'll send Odin into the game.
Thompson is coming out.
Team, it's not that deep, so if they get in foul trouble or if they have injuries, it's problematic for Jeff Linder.
It's a 6-man rotation. On occasion, a 7th or 8th man comes in, but really it's a 6 that Coach Linder has confidence in. He's built cohesiveness with that 6-man rotation.
The veteran Roger Ayers is taking a look at that. And Thompson's still being looked at on the sideline.
They're looking at it to see if it's an elbow that was flagrant of some sort. Let's see what happened.
Was getting his best 6 players in.
Thompson's right there underneath.
Where they turn down the screen, Xavier Johnson just takes a baseline for lifting that Wyoming defense, and it's tough to see where.
I don't see anything that happened. But he's a mess.
Yeah, it was before scenario. I wonder if it happened as he was coming up the floor.
That's weird. He's acting like he got hit in the head.
He's taking a look at it. Lavoy Artidal.
They can't find anything.
All right, John Rossi, what do you got?
Well, guys, Hunter Thompson was ill before the game. He didn't feel well before the game, so showing some symptoms here early. Tom will monitor this moving forward right now. He's currently seeking attention from the medical staff, and it looks like they're going to send him right now back to the locker room.
They're sending him to the locker room.
No contact.
No contact, yep.
All right, Wyoming with the ball. Give and go. Down the lane. Blocked. Another block for Indiana. Tipped away, though. Wyoming gets it back. Working hard down in the post. Going to turn and spin. Couldn't get it on the baseline. Going the other way. Here comes Indiana.
Jackson Davis's defense early to start this game. Weak side.
Back to the top, over to the wing. Back to the point. Rolling around again. Pick and roll. Back to the wing. Fakes the three. Drives the lane. Soft floater. Count it. Count it.
May have been Jeffries, and
it was an awkward looking shot. Looked like me out there shooting. Wyoming keeps working to the bench side wing every time.
That looked like one of my putts.
Ooh, I don't like that foul. It's called foul. I don't agree with that.
The short game's not your strength. One more time, we take a look. Almost lost control and then regained and slapped it off the glass and in.
All right, Wyoming brings it in. Baseline entry. Back out to the wing, out to the point. Working offside point, around the side to the right. Maldonado dribbling, bobbling, fumbling, balls on the ground. Indiana's going to pick it up and go with it. Jackson's coming down.
Xavier Johnson.
Johnson over to him, down, driving. Baseline, whips it around to the corner, back around to the wing. Down inside to the post, going to drive. On the drive, we got a foul on the ground. We're going to call it on the ground.
15:49 to play here in the first half. Pretty physical so far. Indiana's on top.
Physical game. Indiana on top by 1. We'll take a quick break. They're at a commercial. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back here in just a minute. Chaos Indoor Sports Broadcasting Channels. Beantown Breakdown, everything Boston sports. He's absolutely fantastic. Valhalla Sports Talk, everything from the Los Angeles Lakers to the Minnesota Vikings. Valhalla Sports Talk has got it going on. FBE Network Sports, everything over there sports, covering it coast to coast. It's FBE Sports. Check out all the Chaos Endorsed Sports channels on YouTube.
You're invited to the Tropical Nerds channel, where we're launching something exciting. A live-streamed comedy game show called I Knew That. There's a Disney trivia night almost every week. 3 contestants live on every show, buzzing in, answering questions, and playing games in a format you've never seen before. Subscribe now to help us launch this. And there's one more thing. We want you on the show. Contestants appear on these new vision screens via their webcams, and they have a lot of fun.
Hi there, my name is Allie from Cinder Allie Loves Disney. On my channel, I share Disney pins, items from my collection. I do unboxings, movie reviews, Disney park vlogs, and more. We have so much fun. Be sure and stop by and say hi. Let me know you heard about me from the Pete McDivitt Show. And as always, make it a Disney day.
In a world with so many choices, only one YouTube channel stands out from them all. Sean Urban. Become part of this growing community to find all your Disney news, sports talk, discover new food and drinks, and go on epic adventures across the globe. Never miss out on a family fun stream with engaging people, in-chat games, and fantastic locations to see. Don't miss out.
All right, early in this one, a really low score. 4-3. We're at the first TV timeout, right around the under 16 mark. And you see it, 4-3. A lot of missed shots. If you took the over in rebounds, where you're sitting healthy right now, because the over is going to happen on rebounds in Vegas tonight, because nobody can hit a shot early for either team. I don't know if it's nerves or what have you, but both teams early struggling. So we're getting ready to come back into the game. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time today wherever you're at. Let's see what we got going.
Watch live Ben's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now.
Yeah,
to
scan the
download.
QR code now and pay for it.
I don't know if it's nail biter time just yet, but we might be getting there. How about Mike Woodson? It's great to talk to him.
Mike Woodson, the coach, is a former Indiana guard back in '76. He won an NCAA, won an NIT title. Interesting, good for him. All right, ball coming in play.
Yeah, really enjoyed the conversation.
Back around to the point. Indiana and those Road Reds trying to find a way, put some points up. It's early. Oh, ball gets dribbled away. Dishes off to the point. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Cowboys. Methodically bringing it up slow across the midway stripe. Down around to the outside. Whipped out front. Headbutt, takes it, fakes it. Takes the three, can't get it. Rebounded Wyoming. We're going to keep it down the offensive end.
Steps off the glass.
Off the glass, can't make it.
Doing this time of the year.
Big three, bam! Hits it. Wow, that was a nice transitional play there to hit that. Really nice transitional three.
I think it's going to be a three. Your call is always right. That's
Wyoming with the ball now, working the ball down to the baseline. Close to the block. Left-handed dish, can't get it. Rebound Indiana. Here they come the other way.
Xavier Johnson.
Johnson wants to take another one. Dishes off to the corner. Back out to the top. Running his play. Not a high motion offense for Indiana right now. Wyoming in a full man. Handoff back to the point. Johnson looking for somewhere to go. 8 on the shot clock. Going to take a three from the wing. Off kilter. Rebound in Indiana. Up strong with a flush. Flush the toilet, son. The plumber's here. Nice dunk. Race Thompson with the offensive rebound and dunk. That was pretty. Wyoming comes the other way. Maldonado up on the rim. Going to make it in. And hasn't happened. First bucket of the day. 9-5. It's going good. I'm calling basketball, Wolves. Dish off to the baseline. Doesn't like it. Throws it up on the glass. A brick. Going back up strong with his own rebound. Brick. Off the kill. What is he throwing up? Good Lord. Wyoming, Maldonado work it to the point on the wing for three. Buries it. Nice shot. 9-8.
That's when they're at their best. When they're knocking down threes.
Now we're starting to get some points on the board.
The regular season in terms of their shooting, but they're
out on the wing.
Blistering the nets.
Johnson dishes in the baseline.
Davis away from the right block. He's lefty. EK's lefty.
Johnson drive. Blocked on the way in. Took it too far in there. Wyoming with the ball. 3 attempt. Too strong on that one. Rebound in Indiana coming the other way. Johnson's got it. That little guy's all over the place. Ball into the baseline. They're going to call offensive on Jackson Davis. Offensive. Take it the other way. I kind of threw the shoulder a little bit. Jackson Davis with the foul. Coach don't like it. He's giving the refs a fit.
In terms of picking up the foul, the offensive charge on Trace Jackson Davis.
If you're having a good time, hit that subscribe today.
Yeah, Hunter Thompson guys just had to go back and use the facilities. He is back and ready to play. Tom, as you know, we've all been there. When you got to go, you got to go.
Also, let's keep
okay. Ball out of the perimeter. They're going to throw it away. Wyoming just threw the ball out of bounds. Indiana ball. Coaches all over it. Final 4 for the women's will be April 1st and 3rd. Interesting.
April 1st and 3rd, the women's Final 4 in Minneapolis. Mike Woodson.
All right, Indiana inbounds the ball. Looking to bring it inside the middle. Fakes the dump down the goes back to the top, out to the wing. Back into the block. Down low. looking to make a move. Quick jumper, short hook. Does not get the roll. Maldonado for Wyoming rebounds the ball and then just fumbles it out of bounds and turns it over.
Got to go to work here.
All right, we got another quick television timeout. We're not going to go anywhere.
The flush. Timeout.
Timeout right now on the court.
I'm constantly nodding because I know everything about furniture, but with the business side, I'm feeling a little lost.
QuickBooks can help. An easy way to get paid, pay your staff, and know where your business stands. New business, no problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks.
Time out! Meet Yasso, a delicious ice cream experience with 100 calories or less per bar because it's made with Greek yogurt. Oh, ice cream. That's what we call an upset. Game over. Yasso, audaciously delicious.
Did I find my new car on cars.com? Or did it find me? My hands were chilled to the bone. They came with a heated steering wheel. I was lost, but the navigation system brought me here. For goodness sake, from the price to the remote start, it's like cars.com is solid to my soul.
Let me give you another minute, okay?
Cars.com. It's magical.
It's still the Eat Fresh Refresh, and Subway's refreshing their Italians. So we're taking this to Italy. Refresh. Because Subway now has Italian-style capicola on the new matzo meat and supreme meats.
Love the smell of Italian food.
Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing.
At M&T Bank, we believe in the power of together. Here's to turning small wins into big dreams.
And we are all clear. Whoa, you see that? What? Craftsman style, 3-bed, 2-bath. Huh? Me and the wife are house hunting. Just got pre-approved for a mortgage with Navy Federal Credit Union. No down payment. Roger that. Yeah, roof's in good shape, and it's on a cul-de-sac.
Get 100% financing from a top VA loan provider.
Bank left. There's another listing on Walker Road. I think it's got a hot tub.
Proudly serving the entire military community. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At M&T Bank, we believe in the power of together. Here's to turning small wins into big dreams.
Wyoming down 1. John Rossi moments ago caught up with Jeff Linder.
Well, Jeff, it doesn't feel like we're in Dayton. It feels like we're in Bloomington. How do you counter this crowd?
Well, I've been here before back in 15 when we came here with Boise State and had to play Dayton here. So, you know what? That's what we've been all year. We played on the road. We've won games on the road.
All right, Coach is confident. Indiana driving to the paint. Out to the wing, down to the corner. Holds off on the 3, back out to the wing. Working around, trying to work the offense. Back to the point, into the middle, no. Back out to the wing. Still trying to get it into that middle. Finally get it down there. He's double teamed. He's going to try to roll to his left. Air ball. Air ball. Where I need a sound bite for the air ball. Hold on. Where's my sound bite? Gotta have something here that I can use. Nice job with the air ball. CA, what's up? Coming in from Japan. What's up, dude? Welcome in. All right, Wyoming with the ball. 11 minutes and 30 seconds and a half right now. We're in the first half of action, 9-8 right now. Indiana. Wyoming, Maldonado on a spin move against the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Indiana. Coming the other way. Down the left-hand side of the court. Left hand. Closest to the fans when we're referencing it. Bottom of your screen if you're watching it. Indiana back in the point. Doesn't know what to do with it. Point guard working on a 9-footer inside there. The guy looks big and little. Good Lord. In there to the left. Driving the lane. Ran over somebody. That's offensive, son. That's just offensive and rude. Wenzel with the foul. Take it the other way. Can't do that, my man. Good Lord.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
I agree. You can't run somebody over, you hockey puck.
Maldonado.
Boom. That was a good football move.
And I love in practices when you're working on
Physical game so far if you haven't picked up yet. Here comes Wyoming with Maldonado with the ball.
And the glory statistic, you use your body for the sake of the team to get a stop.
Down to the wing. Driving the baseline. Going to try to go up with it. Blocked. Wyoming rebounds it, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. Indiana ball.
Interesting. What's your guys' take? It appears
10:30 left in this one.
These teams play. It's been very physical.
Extremely physical.
And I prefer that style as long as there's not the advantage disadvantage. Yes, and as long as it's consistently called and it doesn't change in the last 5 minutes of the game.
We got a foul.
Jackson Davis fouled as he was going to try to do a hammer slam. Hunter Thompson called for the foul, his first. Don't miss the Impractical Jokers like you've never seen them before. Jokers return with a big new episode with special guest Eric Andre, April 2nd, after NCAA coverage on TV.
Nice. First shot is good.
Jackson Davis makes the first. This is how he got the trip to the line.
Yeah, good rip through. Accelerates, tries to play over the top. Hard to tell where the contact was.
Second free throw.
Second one's good. He buries it. Jackson Davis on the score. 11-8. Indiana.
Also, in a situation like
What's up, Jonathan Chung in here with us? Good to see you, buddy.
Davis can finish that with his right hand. When you're trying to score at that angle with the defense on your left side, you finish it with your right hand, you can potentially get an and one.
Because they know he's left hand.
Maldonado with the ball, dishes inside. Big turn, nice. But he walked. EK, that was a beautiful move. But when he went to pivot, he walked.
It just feels like Indiana has more bigs that can defend inside one-on-one. Nice job there being really disciplined.
All right, Indiana running their weave offense. It's a three-man weave at top of the point. Driving to the lane. Dish back out to the three. Can't get it. EK with the rebound for Wyoming coming the other way.
We'll bring it up. Just your casual 6', 9-inch point guard.
They go right into the back down dribble. Here's the cat and mouse of Indiana defensively.
They call a foul on Durr.
Back down dribble. They're going to call the foul on Indiana. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the call. He's like, look, he's backing down on me.
First team to 45 points.
All right, so tomorrow we'll get a chance to see Bryant and Wright State with Kiss and Pride against Holden and Basili. How about EK and Maldonado? They averaged 38 points between the two.
Ball comes in, Wyoming. EK down low. Can't get it to roll. Rebound, Indiana. Out to the wing. Quick out. Rolling into the paint. Going to take a quick jumper at the elbow. Ends up dumping it off at the last second and stolen away by Wyoming.
Jump in the air and make a pass.
You can't jump in the air and try to pass after you jump. It doesn't work 9.5 out of 10 times. Maldonado trying to back his player down. Stolen away. Ball's on the ground. We're going to have a jump ball. Tied up.
Possession remains with Wyoming.
With the combination of the physicality of Indiana, they're a strong defensive team, plus the way the game is being officiated. That's why we've got the score that we have. No one's going to the foul line. And Wyoming's
they're letting them play.
Mix in some cuts because the standing around when Maldonado's backing down, the defense doesn't have to work all that much. They can just stay in the same.
Indiana with the steal, coming down, full on throttle, lays it up, misses, rebound, dunk. Geronimo dunk. Indiana up 13-8.
They've just neutralized EK. They've eliminated his post-up game, which is
back to the top. Maldonado for Wyoming. We got a foul on Indiana. A little pushing and shoving.
And right now, with both teams struggling to score in the half court, nice job here with the steal. An even better job following up on offensive glass. When you're coming off the bench, you got to do something to get the coach's attention, and Geronimo did that.
That was definitely something.
Play. That'll get you some more minutes from Leonard Byrne.
Three off the front. Indiana with the rebound coming down. Slowing it up. Going to run the offense. Three-man weave. Top of the point. Dumps it inside. To the paint. Got to go out with it. Dumps it off inside there. That's got to be 3 seconds. Yep, there's the call. They were just hanging in the paint. What's up, Mr. Fulton? Welcome in.
Trying to pass the ball in traffic. Tight quarters leads to turnovers. But Coach Laff, I almost feel like on some of
5 turnovers for Indiana, 6 for Wyoming so far.
Shot faking, the defenders running by them 1.5 steps. Maybe put it on the floor, escape dribble. Yeah, you can still shoot the 3, but they're standing in one place.
Wyoming slowly working across the line. Pass off to the wing. Maldonado looking to drive. He will. Baseline. Toward the middle. Spin move. Soft touch it goes. Little jump baby hook for 2. 13-10. It's been a drought. It's been a while.
Neither team has found their rhythm offensively. That's the understatement of the night here in Dayton.
Yep. Indiana working right now. Two-man drill at the top. 9 seconds on the clock. Drive to the middle. Dishes for a 3. Miss. Wyoming with the rebound. Coming the other way. What's up, Pro-Am? How you doing? Great to see you. Welcome back. Maldonado out to the point, out to the wing. Fakes the 3. Going to pass back to Maldonado. Out to the wing. Back to Maldonado at point. He wants to shoot. He passes it inside to Ike. Backs his way in. Tough hook. Goes, and he's fouled. And 1. And 1. Look out, everybody. 6'9" point guard's a little freaky.
Nice draw through. That pays off from some post perimeter work.
Nice. All right, we'll be right back here in just a minute. Thanks out, everybody. It's a TV timeout. TV timeout.
I'm taking a step back. Sometimes you gotta stop to be, an actual human.
Take a minute to celebrate, right?
420. Pause is power.
What's up, Dave Chappelle? Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Where's everybody watching from tonight? Throw that in the chat while we're sitting here waiting. It's in-game timeout. Where are you watching from tonight? What part of the world are you hanging out with us watching Hoosiers and Wyoming? Appreciate the 25 of you being here and anybody else that comes in or goes out. It's always fun to sit here and talk with you rather than sitting talking to myself in the living room in a chair and nobody even listening. Which I could do if I wasn't doing this tubing thing. So, Walter, what's up? Watching from Florida. That is our partner channel, Mouse Talk. You're looking for quality broadcasting from the Florida area. Majority of its content being Disney. Walt from Mouse Talk, his link can be found on the front of my YouTube page. Just go right there to the partner area, and you can click on Walt and anybody else you'd like and check out their content. Encourage you to do so. They do a great job. They do their lives to the park and get 200 to 500 people watching them on a consistent basis. It's good stuff. Dave Chappelle in from Oregon. Pro-Am's watching from the sweet state of Georgia with all those peaches down there. So, good to see. I'm watching an advertisement right now for Buffalo Wings. God, how good would Buffalo Wings be from... Oh, man, I could go for them. They look perfectly glazed. Can always go for a good wing and a beer while you're watching a basketball game, that's for sure. Buffalo Wild Wings. Hashtag not a sponsor. Please send me some wings. They're showing what park is this they're showing now? Experience. They're showing a roller coaster upside down. Some crazy. Oh, it's a John Cena commercial. Should have known. Anyway, low scoring game here. 13-12. We're past the halfway mark in the first half. We're actually past almost at the 3-quarter mark. And we've got a 13-12 game. If you took the under in Vegas. Run and get your money. What's up? Bro Dog. That's a cool name. I like your avatar too there. Is that a specific football team there, Bro Dog? But I'm liking your channel name, dude. That's pretty cool.
A few moments ago. Woody, until that basket, Graham Ike has been held scoreless. What's been the biggest key so far to your interior defense?
Well, neither team is wanting to give. I mean, it's a grind right now. 13-12, and you got 6 minutes to go in the half. So both defenses are playing well. We got to find some offense.
Ike's on the line for Wyoming, everybody.
I think everybody in the arena is saying
Shoots it, parries it, completes the three the old-fashioned way. Tied at 13.
There just are no easy looks on the interior.
Indiana coming down. Joe Burrow, okay, nice. I like it, Bro Dog. Join us Thursday night, Bro Dog. We'll be talking a lot of NFL football on our news and rumors, NFL news and rumors show, 8 o'clock inside the huddle. Come back and hang out with us, talk football. Indiana out of the point, driving through the wing. Pass back out for a three. That's well off, goes out of bounds. Bounces off the rim. I love Thursday nights. You'll see Mouse talk in with us from time to time on the dais as we talk football. We got a packed show this week. I was working on it this afternoon. It is loaded Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
Is when you get an offensive rebound, then you try to get a cutter.
Wyoming bringing the ball in. Ike, your 6'9" point guard. You heard me right. 6'9" point guard. Ball out of the wing. Maldonado passes off the shot, gives it up. Rebounded Indiana. Good Lord. Somebody score, please. Indiana passes up a three at the wing. Jump shot. Takes it now. Misses. Wyoming rebound. Under 6 minutes.
Wyoming's going to get organized here. Keep in mind,
Joe Burrow's one heck of a player there. Rodolph.
50% of the Cowboys' points.
Cowboys looking to pass. Give and go inside. Offensive. That's offensive, son. Don't be rude. You're being offensive. That's a foul. Take it the other way.
You will be. You will be.
We'll be in trouble. You do that. You heard Yoda.
You don't have to always be.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it, Bro Dog? Then they didn't get into the tournament. That's the disappointing part. I don't like to see them get into the tournament. All right, Indiana coming the other way. We're tied at 13. 5.5 on the clock right now. Back out to the point, down to the baseline in the corner. Back out to the wing. Looking inside, going to reverse. Back the other way. Three ball. Brick. They're building houses, ladies and gentlemen. Good Lord. Wyoming coming back down. Out of the wing, Maldonado. Push it off. Going to drive. Spin move. Gets it in there. Way to fight it, kid. That's a nice work. Still think he was pushing off, but nice work. Maldonado. That's not candy, by the way. Quick shot there. Alley-oop. Wasn't looking. Gets it back. Goes up with it. That's good. 15 all right now on the score. All right, Maldonado, Wyoming, back out of the point again, looking to work his way to the post. Dishes for a three. Thompson buries it. He hit it, son. Nice job.
You know, we see Villanova employ this guards when you look at Moore and Gillespie that use that back down dribble to put teams in foul jeopardy or to play make out of it. In single coverage, they go to work. And a very similar approach with Maldonado with the ball in his hands. Jalen Brunson was one.
Indiana out of the wing, looking for it. Trying to get it into the center. They can't do it. Out of the wing again. Driving the lane. 6 seconds. Going to take a quick jumper lane. That was pretty. That's how you do it. Man, look at that shot. That was pretty. 18-17 Wyoming up right now. Wow, that was nice. Here come the Cowboys. Maldonado looking to dribble his way in. Down to the corner. Dish. Three-pointer. Buries it. Big three-point flush. 21-17 Cowboys. Indiana coming down. Put the ball through his legs. Dancing. Driving to the hoop. Reverse. Oh, that was pretty. Thompson for Indiana. That was pretty.
Are you ready? Bring it down.
That was nice. Going to the hoop. I like it. Oh, give me go. Wyoming blew one right there. Indiana coming the other way. Quick dish. Going to the hoop. Right side. Lays it in. They're going to call a block. That's going to be a three-point attempt. Let's go. Come on, Wyoming and Indiana. Pick up this pace. We want good, fast basketball. We're tied at 21. They're going to call the block and count that bucket when we come back from break. We get back from break here. It will be 21 all. We're under 4 minutes. We're actually under 3 on the game clock. They're going to a commercial break. I'm going to do that real quick, too. Check out these great YouTube channels that support me. It'll give you something fun to watch. I will be right back with live action here as soon as they're ready to go.
Welcome to the all-new FPE Network.
Hi friends, it's Sam from YouTube channel SamwellB12. Come check us out as we have something for everybody. Live hockey streams, retro streams, Lego builds, cooking videos, Disney videos, gaming videos, adventures around Ontario, mini games in the chat. Again, it's Sam from SamwellB12. We look forward to seeing you real soon. Thanks for your support.
So all those channels for those YouTubers, their links are right in the chat. If you're interested in advertising your YouTube, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have an Etsy shop? If you want to advertise with us on our channel and do a commercial like those friends did, reach out to me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I got email. It's all in the information section of my show here, my channel. We'd love to have you advertise here. Main Street Treat Company, an incredible business for treats and snacks. You got Sam from SamWellB doing hockey. Doing a great job, so much more. FP Network and their sports channel doing some great stuff. Hit them up. Check them out. It's okay, Jess. You're good. All right, we're coming back in under 3 minutes.
By Dove Men. Smoother, healthier skin with every shower. Corona Extra.
Corona Extra. I could go for a cold beverage. Cold beer. I don't know, it sounds really good. Cold beer and wings. I got it on my mind. That would be some good stuff.
Tied up in 21. We take a look at our game.
Tied at 21. Points in the paint.
We thought we would
Indiana 16, Wyoming 6. Offensive rebounds, Indiana 8, Wyoming 2. Jackson Davis, 8 points. He's the leader for Indy. Thompson, 6 points, the leader for Wyoming. At the line, Davis buries the third point. That'll put him up 1. 3:06 and counting in the half.
And I think the key right now,
Wyoming brings the ball down. Both teams evenly matched. This is going to go down to the wire today. I'm calling it. Don't think we'll have overtime, but it's going to be right down to the wire. Wyoming drives in. Maldonado spin move. Can't get it. Rebound. Indiana coming down. Johnson driving the lane. Can't get it. Rebound. Here we go again. Back and forth. Back and forth. Nobody can score. Come on, man. Maldonado. Looking inside. Driving the paint. It's going to drive to the bucket. Gets it on the roll. Shooter's roll. That counts. Hit that subscribe if you're new today. We're going to do a lot of NCAA basketball on this channel. You do not want to miss out.
he backs down, either takes the shot or he kicks it out. It's easier to get an assist or a field goal. Well, I don't know if I would ever have that green light because I'm not 6'7".
Jackson Davis working against Hunter Thompson.
He gets it.
11 points.
I'm just curious, guys, that what's going to happen in the last 5 to 7 minutes of the game?
Under 2 minutes, 24-23. Wyoming with the ball. Drive, offensive foul. We're getting a lot of offense here. A lot of offensive, tick you off kind of things, just running into people. You cannot run over people like that. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. You can't get into it. Let's see what's going to happen as Indiana brings it back down. On the point, over to the wing, driving down. Drops it off to the baseline, 2-on-1. Three-pointer on the alternative. Misses it. Rebound, Wyoming. Good Lord, I'd love to be in Vegas betting the under. Technical foul on the coach for Wyoming. You got a TO, baby. Technical. You can't do that, son. You can't do that. Wow. He's out of the coach's box and he's on the court. You can't be on the court, coach. Johnson's going to shoot a freebie. He buries it. Drops the tech in.
He could not believe it.
Didn't seem as though he was out of control. Seen a lot worse this year when it came to sideline.
He misses the second.
That's a tough one.
25-23 right now. Indiana will get the ball back.
Sometimes, as a coach, you've been there. If you're telling your big guys,
make sure you voted in the poll up at the top who's going to win.
Animated. Now, sure, if you're swinging at a referee, that's the old Rasheed Wallace or way out of the coach's box or coming out on the court. There are a number of ways taking off your
25-23, 1:23 in the clock.
Night throwing a chair. I mean, those are more clear-cut technical fouls. But
all right.
He probably feels as though he didn't even get a good
because it was a bench play, they gave the ball back to Wyoming. That's different. That's a new rule I missed out on. All right, Maldonado's going to drive. Gets it taken away by Indiana. Doesn't matter. Taking it back anyway. Looking for a three. Going to break it through if they can get it. Ball down into the block. Spin move. Up and good with the foul. Ball rolls out. Good move. Ball rolls out.
That's Trey Jackson Davis' counter move when teams are sitting on his right shoulder.
That's a touchy foul. I got to be honest.
The left-handed jump hook.
I'm not sure I would have called that one. 1:02 on the clock. 1:02. Jackson Davis. First one. Brick. Brick.
Bill Kareem, Rex Chapman, Seth Davis, and Candace Parker live from Atlanta with analysis of the first half.
Hey, if you want something fun to do when this when this halftime hits, I got it for you. 25-23, takes a shot, buries that one from the line. Charity strike. We got a timeout. Hey, listen, here's how you guys could help me a lot tonight. We got 31 people in here right now. I could really, really use the help. I got a video posted at the top there. It says Dino Vid. Right at the top of the screen, Dino Vid. It doesn't cost you anything to let a video play or to watch it even. I could really use help. I'm trying to get that video up to 100. It didn't do as well as we thought it would. Unfortunately, I thought a lot more people would want to see the dinosaur ride in Disney. The views from around this ride are incredible, looking around the park. But it didn't get receptive as well as I like. I needed to get up to 100 so I can get a YouTube share on it. And if you're having fun here with me tonight, we don't ask for money. We don't ask you to do that. You know, that should be your option always, wherever you are in life. But I will ask if you could watch a video for me. Doesn't hurt anything. You can open it up in another screen. If you hate dinosaurs, if you don't like amusement rides, if you're mad at your kid because it's Tuesday, not Thursday, and, Friday is your beverage day, I don't know. Whatever the reason is, if you could just click that video and open it with halftime and let it go. Take a look at it if you like. Let it run. Help us out. Let us try to get up closer to 100. It would mean a lot to me. We'll ask again towards the end of the game, but you can do that at halftime and not have any issues. Just check it out. We're waiting for that to happen here. We're about a minute out. 1:02 on the clock. 1:02 right now. It's going to be Wyoming's ball when we come back. We got a low-scoring game. Imagine if you had that under of 130, and you're looking at right now, 49 points. That means between this last minute of the game and the back 20, they would have to score 80-some points. That's next to, I mean, they would have to be blasting threes and having an unbelievable completion rate on it to have that happen. And it just ain't happening, you know, unless this game goes overtime. It's the only way that this game goes over the total is it goes overtime. So appreciate everybody being here today. It means a lot to us. And we got a minute two left in the quarter, and we're waiting for these commercials to end. So anybody have any questions for me? Anybody might be new to the chat? We are going to do NCAA games almost 2 a day all the way through the tournament. If you like NCAA basketball and you want something to listen to at work while you're working, tune in to me. Hit that subscribe. Join my channel. Hang out with us. It's free. And we'll be calling games starting Wednesday, double dog days. Starting Wednesday, we'll be doing 2 a days on here. And on the weekends, we may have a 3 a day. So help us out and do that. Trying to bring this up on the screen. There we go. Got it up there. All right, let's do this. Second, 1 minute left.
East region. Should be fun. Here.
All right, here we go. Under a minute.
Under a minute to play. A low-scoring matchup between the two 12 seeds.
Wyoming brings the ball down. Passes the 3-point line, drives the line, trips and falls, throws it away. Indiana coming down the other way. The break is horrible. Dish inside. We got a foul. Dish inside. We got a foul.
It looked like Wyoming is implementing a smaller team where they can.
I appreciate everybody watching that video. Thank you so much for those who have opened it up. That's kind of you. It's not hard to do. Some people just don't want to do that. I respect it. But for those who are, thank you. I can see it. A couple people doing that.
I like the fact that Trace Jackson Davis ran right to
First shot is up. Buries it.
Play the official men's bracket game of NCAA March Madness. The Capital
27-23.
Men's bracket challenge is ready for your picks. So get your bracket started now at play.ncaa.com or in the March Madness live app.
Shots up. Good. Why do I have in-game timeout up? I'm sorry, guys. I realize I was still up. 41 seconds. Here we go. Wyoming bringing it down. 5-point game. Biggest lead it's been for a while.
6 have come from Maldonado.
Short. Dad builds. Welcome into our partnership. Dad builds. Maldonado drives and throws it away again. That's again Maldonado's done that. Going the other way. Flush. Dunk for Indiana. Indiana score. Come on, Maldonado. You got to play better than that. Can't get. He's come down 3 times and thrown the ball away. Trying to drive and do too much. Passes it out to the wing. Driving the baseline. Went for the dunk. Didn't get it. We got a foul. Good call.
Maldonado is having a tough time. He's elevating, trying to finish at the basket, out of control, and give in Indiana.
Maldonado's killing Wyoming right now. He needs to do better. He's cost them several possessions and several points.
Indiana showing their flex defensively, and that's
at the line. Wyoming
MO when they're at their best. It's defending,
up and good. Appreciate everybody subscribing tonight too. Thank you. Picked up a couple subscribers tonight.
Watch starting May 5th to see who will raise the cup. Indiana has earned a timeout.
Another timeout. We'll stay right here with you.
At CDW, we get it's hard to keep employees productive when their work and home lives are busier than ever.
Well, that's
I like that.
Assistance to everyone in the company. They handle the home part so we can keep working.
Can you make that bottom more red and still keep the transparency? Because in the original more red, or is that just my computer? That's really cool. That is really, really cool.
This guy needs a little work.
For technology that moves
wow.
forward, trust Lenovo and IT orchestration by CDW.
Wow. That's the only word I got for it. Wow. That is really cool.
UCLA sees the bottom of that bracket, came out of the first 4 a season ago. And Mike Woodson, Jeff
30-24 here.
Do the same. 1.9. Mike Woodson wanted to make sure that
1.9 seconds till halftime.
Also put the best 1.9 seconds left offensive play together.
And the worst thing you can do now, Odin makes his free throw, is try to do something tricky where you throw the ball.
That's cool.
Get it intercepted, and Wyoming knocks down the shot.
Buries the one-pointer from the line. 1.9 seconds. Quick shot by Indiana. Glass. Almost went. All right, halftime, everybody. Halftime. If you're going to leave, hit that subscribe before you leave, please. Help us out if you wouldn't mind during the half. Click that button up at the top. Click the link, top of the screen where it says Dino Vid. It's a dinosaur ride video. I would really appreciate you helping me out. Give me a couple views on that. 10, 15, 20 views would majorly help that video, and it's free. It's a dinosaur ride at Disney. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Help me out. Come back with me for the second half. And again, if you're going to leave now, hopefully you'll come back, but hit that subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Let's get the halftime moniker up there. Halftime is up. We got that on the screen so everybody knows it comes in. Let's go up here. We'll listen in. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
We just got to continue that pace.
Thanks. All the best in the second half.
Thank you.
Tom.
Thank you, John. 30-25. Indiana is on top. We'll send you to AT&T at the half after these messages. Pretty interesting first half. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
I've always focused on my career, but when we found out our son had autism, his future became my focus. Lavender baths always calmed him, so we
This
turned
is
that
Flipper's
time
commercial,
into
Lavender
business.
Bath.
And building it with my son has been my dream job. At Northwestern Mutual, our version of financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
This isn't just a story about science, but also good old-fashioned will and grit. What we do when the chips are down. How adversity is best met with creativity and kindness. As we at Pfizer strive to impact hundreds of millions of lives, young and old, this isn't just a story of a pandemic, but how it pulled us all together.
We're back in the kitchen, recreating and remixing fast food dishes. This is my Whopper remix. What?
You made the Chipotle burrito slightly better. You made the salsa slightly worse.
It's some real Baconator bacon. That's the whole name of the game. We all want that championship trophy.
It's anyone's game.
You're going down.
I mean, no one can fail. These are fries with cheese on. That is delicious.
Fast Foodies returns March 24th on True TV. And set your DVR to catch up.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, one taste and you're mango tangoing now. Dropping a beat now, feeling the groove now. Luncheon breezy now, going bananas now. Making moves now, craving lighter now. Feeling brighter now, sipping sunshine now. You're on Tropic Time now. The Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And right now, jazz things up with a hurricane smoothie and Cajun shrimp wrapper salad.
Come discover your secret place.
This is AT&T at the half. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure.
Indiana with a 13-4 run late. They got a 30
What's up, CeeLo?
lead after 20 minutes. Welcome to AT&T at the half of the open alongside Seth Davis, Candace Parker, Rex Chapman. Listen, scoring for a good period of that 20 minutes was not there. However, both teams starting to feel it out. Indiana with that late run, and they have that 5-point lead. And a big thanks to Jackson Davis, who really stepped up, especially in the last 2 minutes there.
In a game like this, NCAA tournament, your best players have to be at their best. That has not been the case for Wyoming tonight. This is vintage peak, as John Rothstein said. Trace Jackson Davis doing it at both ends of the floor. Look at the nice block there. in the paint, his one block of the game, catching it on the run, avoiding the charge, and then the face-up game. Top of the scouting report, don't let him go left, don't let him go. He ends up going his left, puts Hunter Thompson in the blender, and perhaps most importantly, as he's getting their front court guys in foul trouble, Hunter Thompson has 3 fouls, Graham Ike has 2 fouls, and is only 1 for 6. So Trace Jackson Davis absolutely dominating this game at both ends of the floor, which is overcoming their 1 for 8 3-point shooting.
Yeah, you're talking about Graham Ike too, because we highlighted him off the top. That was going to be the matchup we were looking for, and you noticed something when he was getting the ball in the post.
Yeah, Ike obviously is a big body. He's a bruiser, searches for contact, but it seems like Indiana is really knocking him off of his game. They're guarding him with a big body, mixed it up. Jackson Davis also guarding him with Durr, but right here, just a simple bunny. Think he finishes that most of the time. Again, loves this right block. Back down, searching for contact, but at some point when you go into your move, you got to be strong with it. Missing bunnies, normal, but here, again, seeking contact. And you're playing against, when you're a big body, and you're playing against athleticism. Obviously, you want to close that gap. But you also want to get to your bread and butter. And that bread and butter is going to his left. He's 1 of 6 from the field in the first half, gotten into a little bit of foul trouble. But if Wyoming is going to be able to contend in this game, he's going to have to be the one that gets going.
Maldonado's had a rough first half, 7 turnovers. Ike not very good first half either. But I love what Mike Woodson's done. He's brought a little bit of his NBA philosophy. Those guys are going to post up. We're going to play them straight up until they show us that we need to double team. And so far, they don't need to double team.
So if you're Jeff Linder, what are you telling Maldonado? Because he's a big part of this team. If they're going to win this game, he's going to have a much better second half. What are you telling your squad, especially with taking care of the ball? Because they had 13 turnovers in total.
I think you put your arm around him as you walk out of the locker room and say, "Hey, son, can't go any worse than it did in the
What's
first
up, Michael?
half."
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Pick him up a little bit.
Maldonado,
He's a good player.
yeah.
You can tell he's had some nerves, but he's going to have to get.
That's all he's been doing is turning it over. What's up, Mike? It's crazy.
He's got some open looks down there, too. I mean, they've missed a couple of bunnies, he and Ike, and I think you could tell maybe the nerves and the confidence. I'm shocked that Wyoming's got, we talk about Maldonado with 7. Wyoming averages 11 turnovers a game on the season. They've got 13 in the first half, and it's not like they're playing some, pressing, trapping, disrupting defense. I mean, everybody's kind of packing it in the paint. It's been a very ugly offensive half, obviously. And I think both coaches are probably saying to their guys, hey, we haven't played well, and yet, Wyoming is still only 5 down, and Indiana is still up 5. So I think both coaches are looking at their guys and say, hey, if we play better in the second half, we're going to be in great shape, because neither of them were really executing well offensively in that first half.
And as a player, does that rattle you, though? Because like you said, they do not turn over the ball, and then this first half, they got 13 turnovers.
I think experience plays into this. I think young players get rattled, especially coming into the second half. You can be, down on yourself. But if you're a senior like Maldonado is, coming in with 7 turnovers, you look at the score, you look at the bright side, you're only down 5. 2 of those possessions, right? I think there were key possessions that he had in that half. And one was he came down, he scored, got an up and under, and then the next possession he came down and hit Thompson for a 3. So he knows his impact and how much influence he has on this offense, but they have to get shots on goal. He can't turn the ball over.
And again, you guys mentioned the fact that, hey, you're only down 5 points for the Cowboys at this point. That has to be the best case scenario, because this game could have been way out of hand.
Key player for Wyoming in the second half is Drake Jeffries. He's their best 3-point shooter. Really, their only knockdown 3-point shooter. Shoots 42% on the season. He's 0 for 4 in the first half from behind the line. And that's probably because Indiana is not doubling in the post. But at some point, Maldonado, especially as a point guard in the post, get him going. There's nothing like making that 3-ball. And I think Indiana's got to feel the same way. We talked about Xavier Johnson, what he's done the last 8 games, 43% from behind the line. At some point, they're 1 for 8 from 3-point range. If you're Wyoming, that's also your fear, is what happens when a couple of those go down. Now a 5-point lead becomes a 9-point lead, maybe an 11-point lead, which in a game like this can really be prohibitive.
Yeah, for the Cowboys, it's just keep it close, because in close games this year, especially when you get down to 2 or fewer, they're 6-0. Michael Strahan showing his colors here. Loving the fact the Tigers won that one. Texas Southern in our first game.
It's not bad alumni, right?
Megan Thee Stallion and Michael Strahan.
We're up to a good start. That's 2 pretty good right there.
Pretty good for a 4 squad. Sounds like a 3-seed.
There's a moment. The moment we ask, what if?
What if we could go further, jump higher, or run the whole thing? What if we could be who we're meant to be?
And become who we look up to? This is the moment it all starts.
This is the moment it all starts.
But only If we get the chance to have it.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. At coldwellbanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it's never been more true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At coldwellbanker.com.
I'm a fancy exercise bike newbie, and I've gone from 0 to obsessed in like 3 days. Woo! After riding 12 miles to nowhere, I'm taking a detour. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you could be working out a way to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Hey, we're here with Pete Davidson. Hey, I'm Saul Valcano. Our special guest is Eric Andre.
The Jokers welcome special guest Eric Andre on a supersized episode so big it's on 3 networks.
None of these are usable.
All new and practical Jokers, April 2nd after NCAA coverage.
All right, you can watch men's games live on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device.
Yeah, as long as you pay for it.
March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now to download.
I love that.
All right, earlier this evening, number 16, Texas A&M Corpus Christi taking on, is it Crispy? Crispy.
Yep,
Oh my God, Dave.
You're thinking of those Chick-fil-A sandwiches out there.
I am hungry. Taking on Texas Southern. And you know what? With these two teams, it took a little while to get going.
Yeah, similar to the first half we're seeing tonight. Whether it's nerves, whether it's playing quality defenses, the buckets weren't falling. But once they did for Texas Southern, first of all, there was the free throws that were falling, and then also started to take care of the basketball. That always helped.
John Walker making the 3 here.
There's bucket.
Came in averaging 9.9 points, was above that. They don't have a guy who averages double figures.
I'm so happy to watch these guys playing in front of a full house of crowd. Just a packed house. It's fun for these guys. I'm excited.
Travian Tennyson had a great second half.
Yeah, he kept the Islanders in it for a period of time, and a couple more possessions.
Right.
I think the Islanders' game might have been different.
But for the Tigers, again, this is their 3rd time in the last 5 years they have been in the first 4. So experience matters. They come through 3-0 in those situations as they win 76-67, and they now get Kansas as their
Yes, they do. How about 55 of their 76 points came from the bench? You don't see that every
Be careful what you wish for.
Hey, they're playing with house money now.
For Kansas, though, I mean, they've been watching the game. It's a 1 versus 16 list in reality, but still.
I would tend to think that Kansas may pressure Texas Southern a little bit after they saw what Texas Southern did to pressure. And you were surprised that Corpus Christi didn't pressure Texas Southern more in that game.
Yeah, I was surprised the Islanders waited as long as they had and as long as they did to press them. And like Seth said earlier, in order to be in a game with Kansas, the way that Kansas thrives is in transition and off of points in the fast break. And so if you're Texas Southern, you cannot turn over the ball. And you got to make things simple. You got to knock down free throws. You can't turn over the ball. You got to rebound. So there are things that, Coach Jones definitely has to get his guys ready for in the next couple days.
Yeah, those front court guys at Kansas have actually, David McCormick, the first half of the season, it was always, what's with this guy? He'd look great in one game, and then you wouldn't notice he's even on the court in another. But he really steadied himself, had a really good last 6 weeks. Jalen Wilson came on, and now Remy Martin is getting healthy for them, and that will turn up their transition game. I would bet Remy Martin would play a lot more minutes than normal against a team like Texas Southern, which turns the ball over a lot.
Yeah, feeling healthy, looking pretty good on that Kansas squad. Going to be a tough one for the Tigers. Now let's go to Lily. It's inside the Madness.
Everything here is very secure. One team has secured the win, the other team has secured the loss. The coach has secured his job, and the clock has secured the time.
Really?
Security is asking us this way. Okay, thank you, sorry.
They seem nice. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
Oh, yeah, it's fast. It's fast. Fast like a rabbit. Papa, it's fast. Fast like a jaguar. It's brisk. It's snappy. Fast like a dog that's particularly fast. Oh, AT&T 5G? It's fast. You're ready.
Okay, it's time.
Yeah.
You ready?
I need 5 more minutes.
It's been 3 hours.
That one went fast. Oh, that was a good one.
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
The bigger the dream, the bigger the team.
And if there do be a dream, the dream has to include me. I hope that dream's dream is for me to be free.
This is what we do.
Recipes that tell a story. Moments that call for a celebration. Experience P.F. Chang's.
The mountains or the seashore? Into the city or far from it? You and all your friends, or just you and the open sky? The experiences we never forget come from the choices we make, including this one, the Wagoneer, or the Grand Wagoneer. Grand Adventures, the choice is yours.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, description, or accounts of the game without the NCAA's consent is prohibited.
30-25, Indiana's on top of Wyoming. We'll be back with the second half right after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
When I move my body, just
It's perfect.
What if that comes to the house? Assuming you get the house.
Play for it.
Oh, you're on.
Ow! Don't play games when the competition is this fierce.
Use a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. It confirms your income, credit, and assets so sellers know that your offer is serious.
when you want to play to win,
Rocket can.
Best ever? Good question. Wait, why he sound like Dr. J in your head? I've always sounded like Dr. J in my head, which means Dr. J's outside voice sounds like my inside voice? Which coat? The doc would know. He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
when I move my body just like this, I feel like
March equals madness.
At M&T Bank, we believe in the power of together. Here's to turning small wins into big dreams.
It's
tax season. Time to get to Price Busters Furniture's tax refund sale and get the most for your money with huge deals and low payments. Reclining sofa and love seat, just $31 payments. 9-piece bedroom with free mattress, just $23 payments. Price Busters has more of the furniture you want, more of the furniture you need in stock with low payments, plus free check cashing and free delivery. Hey, it's your money. Make the most of it during the tax refund sale now at Price Busters Furniture.
At M&T Bank, we believe in the power of together. Here's to turning small wins into big dreams.
Coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament is sponsored by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? GMC. We are professional grade. GMC. Pizza Hut. Order today at pizzahut.com. And by Samsung Galaxy S22 series.
No venue in America has hosted more NCAA games than the UD Arena. Let's take a look at the Marriott first half statistics. 13 turnovers for Wyoming, 7 by Hunter Maldonado. That's a big deal. And one of the things it does, it sort of spotlights the defense of Indiana.
Yeah, all season long, Mike Woodson's Hoosiers have brought a stout approach defensively. They've been top 20 in all the defensive efficiencies numbers. Tonight, no different. 12-0 on fast break points, fueled by their shutouts, leading to runouts, and then 11-2 off of Wyoming's turnovers. So those two areas right there have taken care of the defensive side of the ball.
And Trace Jackson Davis seems to be taking care of everything else.
Trace Jackson Davis, he's playing like the best player on the floor. And his left-handed jump hooks here in the post, he's got incredible footwork. His defense from the weak side, and then in transition, look at this body control for a guy that's, 6'10", 250 pounds, up and under. This guy has unbelievable separation in the post from defenders. We'll see if he can will the Indiana Hoosiers to a win here in the second half.
All right, John Rossi, what did Jeff Linder say?
Well, Tom, he knows that Wyoming has to cut down their turnovers if they're going to find a way to win this game. I asked him as well how they have to generate offense. He said it's simple. 8 touches lead to better opportunities. Wyoming's going to continue to try and attack Indiana inside, Tom.
Yeah, they have 9 paint touches so far. Wyoming does, and it's led to just 6 points, so that is true. They need more of that. All right, so it'll be in the second half. Jackson Davis against EK, who's got 2 personal fouls. Backing his way in. Beautiful spin move, too strong. Race Thompson with the offensive rebound.
Thompson puts in an offensive rebound. We're off and running.
There with the rebound in traffic, and again, doesn't rush the putback. Really gathers, takes his time, and shoots a higher percentage shot as a result.
And it's no secret what Steve alluded to. This game is being played at the Indiana.
All right, here comes Wyoming down. EK with the left. He gets the roll. 32-27. Nice left hand with that jumper. What's up, Mike? Welcome in. Welcome into Molarman, Chief Thunder, Disney for the win. A lot of our friends jumping in here. Indiana back at the top of the post. Over to the wing. To the baseline. Back to the wing. Drives to the hoop. Dish. Soft touch. Miss. Oh, we got a late. Got an offensive foul call. How is that possible?
That's his third.
How is that possible? Let me see what happened here.
The ball slipped out of Race Thompson's hand.
Oh, I see the elbow that he threw, kind of.
Race Thompson here.
Boy, definitely is not a flagrant because it was into his bicep.
Oh, wow.
Above the shoulders or in the neck.
They're looking at it.
All right, Roger Ayers is going to look at this now. I know Gene Sterator is watching and taking a look at this as well. Gene, what do you see? Is it the elbow by EK?
Yeah, you know what, and I agree with Coach Lab, Tommy. I mean, when EK is turning around, if you watch, his elbow is moving at the same pace his upper body's moving. He's clearing out a little, but I don't see that as, an unnecessary blow with the forearm. as Coach also alluded to, it's in the body, and he's real tight to the defender when he's making the spin. So I see nothing there that would rise to a flagrant level at all.
Well, they immediately decided to go and look at it.
There's been some crazy fouls in this one.
You know, Gene, I had a game a couple weeks ago where I said coaches used to teach that sort of clearing out with the elbows. You can't really teach it anymore like that when you bring out your elbows. You see the flagrant ones, avoidable, unnecessary.
You know, you're totally right. Totally right, Tom. I mean, listen, from the referee's side of things now, when you see elbows and you see movement like that, you need to go, because that's the way this game has evolved now, and you have replay there. So although we know it breaks the continuity of the game up a little, you've got to work this thing on the safe side, and you need to use the technology that's available.
Absolutely. Gene, we appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you as the tournament moves on. I think they're switching this to a foul on Race Thompson. So that would be his second personal foul.
Wow, they're reversing the call.
With the officials, what they say.
Yeah, Race Thompson in the cylinder, in other words, too close to EK. Didn't give him that space that he's entitled to. So as a result, the foul now goes on Race Thompson. Wyoming ball out of bounds.
Wyoming ball. Well, at least they got it right.
Excellent officiating, Gene. Unbelievable. If I was at home and he was explaining it.
Yeah,
all right, here comes Wyoming. Chasing 5.
Possible flagrant when you have a common foul on the court. Everything is in play now. So they're out of review. They see the cylinder and they assess it to the defense. And I think it's a great job. I agree with you guys.
We got to travel on EK, going the other way.
So the ball goes back to Indiana.
It's nice we all get to pat each other on the back.
Yeah, do something well, right?
18:30 in the half. Indiana up by 5.
I was just glad I was on the Zoom for the officiating review
next year.
Yeah, but I'm not Chief Thunder. I respect what you're talking about, but I'm not getting into that here. There's too many people that have views on both sides of that, and I don't want to disrespect anybody. People are entitled to that. Hopefully they get it right. EK drives incomplete. I hope you respect what I'm saying, Chief. Whoop up, what's up? No, wasn't a technical. Just a standard foul. At least they, worked on it, got it right. Johnson drives off the glass. Kiss. That's a completion there. 34-27.
His emergence down the stretch for the Hoosiers, the difference. Last 8 games, averaging 18 points and
3 ball. Buries it. That was big for Wyoming. They needed that bad.
Outstanding read.
This game was about to get out of hand. Pick and roll, Indiana. Short jumper for 2. Not going to go. Wyoming with the rebound. Here they come.
Johnson just picked up his 400th win of the season, but missed on that jumper for 2. Wenzel.
Driving the lane. We got a foul on the ground. On the floor.
All right, here's these last 2 baskets.
Yeah, Johnson.
Chief, I'll have to go look and read up on that article after the show, after this game.
More like a curtain instead of a wall. And then Maldonado, Race Thompson went underneath. That's basically target practice.
There's 17 to play. The winner is on.
EK driving in. Backing down. Back out for a 3. Driving the lane. Maldonado. Dishes it off for a 3 again. Going to take his own 3 now. Got it back. Not going to go. EK, the rebound. Up. Good. And it counts. That'll get a bonus. 34-32. We got a good game now. Not a lot of points, but a good game. Maldonado with the miss. He's struggling.
Take it right back up. Here comes the pair. Good grab. Secure the ball. Put it off the window. And chance for that old-fashioned 3-point play. Look at the Cowboys. Fired up.
EK is a 72% free throw shooter. He's recorded 14 double-doubles this year. I bring that up because he's 8.7 rebounds.
What's up, Robert? Welcome in.
Then we talked about his time with Coach Leon Rice and how it prepared him to be a head coach. He was the offensive coordinator.
I want to throw a lot of respect out there to Timothy Roberts and the Chief Thunder for discussing a tough topic with respect and integrity on my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good to see Robert in here as well. Short, one-handed touch by Indiana. Nice job. 36-33. EK dumping in. Oh, he missed the roll. He didn't get it. Coming the other way. IU driving the lane. Johnson dishes to the point. Out to the corner. Out to the wing. Throwing it around. Man, they're flying this basketball.
It sounds simple, but Wyoming will have to make layups.
So they're going to take their time now, work the clock. They're up 3. Trying to get it inside, but a lot of defense there by Wyoming. Finally do get it in. Little left hook. Touch. Can't go, but a flush coming behind it. He is just Geronimo above the rim, dunking again. Geronimo. Yeah, I just, it's a tough topic, you know. Nice move by EK, count it too. Wyoming, nice job. Chief, it's one of those tough things where there's a couple different topics out there like politics, religion, COVID, you know, human rights, those things that no matter what you say or what you put down, 50% of the people on average are not going to like it and they're going to get mad, you know. So I try to avoid them. Plus, I try to be an oasis, but that is a piece of news, and I respect that you guys are being very nice about it. Geronimo tries to dunk one. He gets fouled. I appreciate the way you guys are just talking about it without, you know, opinions, forcing it on people. That's okay. We want people to be able to talk about stuff over here. We want to be an oasis for people to get away from all the nonsense. So we got 38-35. We're at the under 15 mark, so they're going to commercial. We should run one as two, get a couple else out there. And, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, it's what we try to do here. That's what we try to do. So, all right, let me jump this. Anna, welcome in. And I appreciate you guys, like I said, Chief and Timothy Roberts both have come in here before, and they're good people. And I appreciate you. Let me share with you a couple people that support us, and I will be right back.
Hi, my name is Andrea.
My name is Larry, and our channel is called Our Castle Life.
If you like Disney, this channel's for you. We have park vlogs, live streams, hotel and food reviews. We also have Run Disney, unboxings, and swaps with other YouTube channels.
So check out our channel for some down-to-earth Disney fun. Oh, and don't forget to spot our two favorite Sphinx cats, Azrael and Valak. They make an appearance every once in a while.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
We are the Florida Park Explorers.
We explore the parks 5 to 6 days a week with great live streams and vlogs. We cover everything from rides and food to magic and fun and fireworks. So come join us on our adventures as we take you through
the Disney parks and more.
And check out our all-new channel, the FPE Network. And thanks for watching.
Hello, this is Josh.
And I am Amy, and we are from Central Florida Novelty and Gifts. We are a family-owned small shop. We are an authorized Loungefly retailer.
Please check out our website as we carry Loungefly, Funko Pops, Tervis, Danielle Nicole, and Fig Pins. We take pride in providing great customer service as our customers are our #1 priority. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook for up-to-date product information and new releases.
Thank you to all those people for supporting. I don't know if you noticed, but if you like Funko, Tervis, Fig Pins, or Loungefly, on that screen, if you go to Central Florida Novelties and Gifts, there was a discount code on the screen. You can get, they got, I think, 20% off everything right now over there. I think. Check out that code. Take advantage of it. Welcome in, Tony Stark. Welcome in, Anna. We are here, second half, 14 minutes and some change on the clock. We got ourselves, hold on. Exit out of there. Went to a different thing. I hit a wrong button there. Let me go back and fix it. And just take a second here to get out of there. There we go. Sorry about that. I apologize.
I think you said it before. It's like we got the golden ticket to get
Indiana on the line.
Yeah.
This is the first one.
My favorite was the Gene Wilder.
Welcome in, Ian. Thanks for coming in.
Depp did a version, no disrespect, but I'll take Gene Wilder.
You know what's so cool about this time of the year is it's not just the players.
Second one's up, and that's this. Indiana gets the ball back, though. 38-35. They're holding the number.
By the way, Rutgers plays tomorrow.
Top of the point, working it out.
We watched that line of folks walk
Trying to drive, dishes to the elbow. Johnson comes around, rolls, picks. Up there, misses. Out of bounds off of Wyoming. Maldonado and his teammate fighting over the ball themselves and then kick it out of bounds. Come on, son. Maldonado is having a horrible game. Good Lord. Horrible.
You know, the one scouting report I read said pretty dynamic off the bounce.
Indiana bringing it in.
Pretty dynamic off the bounce.
Just get it in under the 5 call. Back around to the wing. Back down into the block. Back out to the wing, around the front. Up to the point. Dishes underneath. Oh, is that Geronimo again? Geronimo with the layup for Indiana. Space Mountain Dave, welcome in. I went over that Nick M the other day on the show. You can check out the bracket announcement show. Nice job, EK, with a jumper. Check in there, Nick. All of my layouts are in there. I did it there so I wouldn't have to go over it during the game. The very end of it has all my picks. Indiana on the point here, rolling around the screen out to the half wing, down to the corner. Trying to dish it in. Down to the block he goes. Underneath, pinned underneath the rim. Oh my God, how did he get a shot off? Didn't make it. Wyoming with the rebound. Welcome in, Nick M. Good to see you. Good to see Dave here. Appreciate you guys always supporting the channel. We got a foul on the floor on Maldonado.
Wasn't feeling it and confident. Somebody said, back to it. There they are.
Yeah, Dan Gavitt, the senior vice president of basketball for the NCAA, Tom Burnett, the chairman of the Division I men's basketball selection committee, set to retire as the commissioner of the Southland Conference. Did a wonderful job.
All right, pass and play goes down the baseline. Maldonado dribbling around everywhere. On the floor again, Maldonado gets another foul. Indiana fouling like crazy right now.
Leadership with all the factors that have collided, COVID, the transfer portal, just a NIL, all those factors. So
Maldonado gets the ball in, down low, takes a shot, blocked. Geronimo comes and takes it away. Somebody yelled Geronimo. Indiana driving the baseline, dish out to the corner, stolen away. Wyoming throws it away. Indiana gets it back. Good Lord, gave it right back to him. From the three-point baseline. Buries it, Indiana. 43-40 on that triple.
Hey, I'm trying to play myself into a next-level situation here. He's playing outstanding, and when he's making that...
Maldonado bringing the ball down. Dishes it off to EK. Nice move inside. Has to be a walk. He's moving the feet left and right. That's a walk. 43-37.
Interior resistance, defense at the rim, and then after some quick ball movement around the horn, the old-fashioned way, Geronimo.
All right, Indiana coming down here. They're taking their time, letting some clock run out. Two-man top, back and forth. Screen. Offensive screen.
That's his first.
Johnson turns the ball over on the screen. He did throw his shoulder in there. Thank you, Jesse, for dropping that. Nick, you can look right in there, buddy. Jesse, that'll be the standard thing. We'll just do that. It's a lot easier for people. Maldonado with the ball, trying to drive. Dribbles into the corner, gives it away again. Maldonado. Horrible. He should go to the locker room and cut himself right now from the team. Just cut himself. He's off the team. He's that bad right now. They're trying to get it down low. They're keeping it out of the baseline. Johnson's going to drive, looking for the quick shot. Dishes to the corner for three. Missed it. Rebound. Indiana got it back. Layup. Reverse. Reverse layup. Galloway with it. That's two. 45-37. Come on, Wyoming. Keep it close.
They made it three. Second chance points for the team that's been struggling to score. If they can manufacture some offense, dribble drive penetration.
Maldonado passes off to the top wing. Three ball missed. Out of bounds. Indiana ball. It's got to get a timeout. You got to get things covered up and get them calmed down. Got to do something. We'll be right back here in just a minute, everybody. In-game TO.
Am I really stuck here?
You sure are. High-def cameras capture hundreds of terabytes of data that has been rendered into dynamic videos like this.
Who are you?
I'm an investor in Invesco QQQ, a fund that gives me access to NASDAQ 100 innovations like volumetric video technology. Selfie? No, I don't like that one. Okay.
Become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. For investing, carefully reading, consider fund objectives, risk, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
No more busted brackets, fellas. I booked the final fortune teller and got 1.5% cash back with my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Final fortune teller?
Is it sorcery? No, man, it's magic.
I'm back.
Here we go again.
Africa madness.
I've been shocked.
I call it the old switcheroo.
You should see how you two look. I have never seen anything this funny.
Sam? Well, it's break time.
Y'all ready to hippity hop on out of here? I want a salad.
So I was watching Maisel on Prime Video.
Miss me?
Oh, I so want her life. Oh, or the board game. I wonder what other funny shows are. Yep, watching this.
What do you want, a fortune cookie? Like what?
Isn't he yes, crazy.
Check this out.
Guys, I'm fine. I'm seriously fine.
You have rainbow sprinkles in your hair. When all the comedy is in one place, entertainment never ends. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Hey, Toby, can we get a couple of the games on? Not that kind of TV. These are digital menus to let people know that breakfast is half off when you order through the app. So, no games.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Official breakfast of March Madness.
Did I find my new car on Cars.com? Or did it find me? From the price to the remote start, it's like Cars.com saw into my soul.
Let me give you another minute.
Cars.com. It's magical.
Your home internet is going ultra. Introducing Verizon 5G Home. See ya, cable. With 5G Home, you get blazing fast 5G ultra-wideband internet to power your entire home.
I'm ordering pizza.
Yeah, I could eat.
What's our new address?
I don't know. Set it up yourself in under 5 minutes. No drama. And look here, 5G Home is 50% off with your unlimited plan. Just $25 a month, no contracts, no hidden fees. What do you say to that? Shh, right, you enjoy that internet. Verizon is going ultra with home internet at our best price.
The first four continues tomorrow on True TV with Bryant versus Wright State. Then Notre Dame versus Rutgers. The night starts at 6 p.m. Eastern with the Nissan NCAA tip-off show. All right, so dynamic duos. We've seen EK and Maldonado tonight, but tomorrow we're going
Welcome in, Lawrence. Glad you're here, my man. Glad you're here. Appreciate you.
Wright State's only 12 miles away from here.
All right, here comes Indiana the other way. We're under 11 minutes. Anybody brand new tonight, hit that subscribe. We're doing a lot of NCAA basketball on this channel. Around the outside of the wing. Davis has got it. Jackson Davis has it. He's trying to back in, not going to work. Dishes out to the point. Johnson's going to shoot. Dishes out to the corner. Quick shot for three. Buried. No. In and out. Wyoming gets the ball. Maldonado coming up with it. Is he going to give it away again? We'll see. At the point, working off a screen. Doing good, Dave. How about yourself? Down to the baseline. On the block. Ike trying to back him in. Quick little left hook. Good. Little soft touch lefty. 45-39.
matches.
Winner of this game will face St. Mary's on Thursday.
Indiana down, driving. Short jumper is going to take it. No, spin move. In and off the glass. Kiss off the glass. Nice one. 47-39. Maldonado almost threw it away again. Now he's dribbling with the ball. Driving to the baseline. Throws it out to the corner. 3 ball. Up, no good. Rebound. Indiana throws it away. Johnson caught it, threw it right to the Wyoming guy. Other team. What a bad. Tried to save a ball, threw it right to Wyoming. So Ike goes to shoot, gets fouled. We got a clock stoppage, 47-39. 9:22 on the clock. Ike, Graham Ike, to the line. He's going to shoot 2. Good. Got to score those points when the clock is stopped.
Set your DVR and catch new episodes Mondays at 9, 8 Central on TNT, or binge episodes anytime on demand and on the TNT app.
Next shot is up, and he missed it. Indiana with the rebound.
Did not get a friendly bounce. 7 rebounds for Geronimo. You can see why they were happy yesterday when they said he was going to play tonight.
Ball over to the point, over to the wing, back to the point.
It sure does.
Tennessee, Galloway inside. Davis. Boom. Jackson Davis off the glass. 8:45 on the clock. Maldonado driving, dribbling all over. Still dribbling, still driving. Dishes to the corner. Back out to the wing. Back to the point. Going down deep to Ike. Can't do it. Tipped it out of bounds. Hoosier ball.
Yeah, nice high-low pass here from Geronimo. In the trace, Jackson Davis. That's unstoppable.
All right, here comes Indiana. 8:25 on the clock. Into the corner at the elbow. Jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Indiana rebound. Indiana's getting a ton of chances to get, or giving them a ton of chances to get back in this game. Maldonado dribbling around, out of the corner, down to the point. Maldonado comes back to get the ball, going to drive the lane. Pass to Ike, quick dumper inside, good. 49-42. Nice job. Here comes Indiana down. Looking for a 3-ball, can't get it. Looks inside, not there. Back, spinning the ball around, reverse it. Back to the top of the point, jumper, no good. Rebounded, Wyoming. Coming the other way, Markey Dew in the house, everybody. Maldonado in there. He's going to give it away again. Oh, he gets an uncontested layup. The Indiana guy took a flop and let him fall down. No call. Good no call. 49-44. Coming up on 7 minutes. Indiana's going to take a TO, baby. Mike Woodson not happy about it. This is a big game to get back into the 64s.
And I walk out, and my car is dented.
Oh, Geico does offer 24/7 claim service with personalised attention from an assigned team.
24/7? That's a lot of attention.
They're not actually with you 24/7. They're just available whenever you need them.
Oh, okay, good. Because I took an online quiz, and it turns out I'm an introvert.
Oh, I actually think I'm an introvert too.
Oh, no, it's incredibly rare.
I don't think that's right.
Sorry.
That's actually a funny commercial.
Okay.
Geico, your claims team is here for you 24/7.
Nice shot, man.
Do what? You mean play basketball?
You haven't touched the ball since JV.
You ain't got no game, baby.
You know what you could do? Hand out water bottle styles.
You like 5'6".
I'm 5'7".
Climb on someone's shoulder.
New degree advanced.
First ever 72-hour nonstop protection with Motion Sense. Tested to the limit. Still feeling dry and fresh. Superior 72-hour nonstop protection, however much you move.
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP. So we're providing you ways to save more. With the Lowe's Business Credit Card, you get an additional 5% on eligible purchases every day. That's in addition to our MVP's Pro Rewards.
Best ever? Good question. Which Coke? The doc would know.
That's crazy.
He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
And Mara posted and dropping some great data. I love it.
It's on. When the pie you know and love is still the pie you know and love. On time, lowest price, or we'll make it right. Grubhub.
Cracked windshield? Make it easy and schedule with SafeLight because you can track us and see exactly when we'll be there.
I have a few more minutes. Let's go.
That's service that fits your schedule. Go to safelight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Tommy John has been dedicated to elevating underwear for over a decade. Now, we're proud to reveal our most premium men's underwear yet. This is Apollo. All new, ultra breathable, rigorously tested for durability, and enhanced with exclusive dry release tech. We've upgraded the softness and the level of comfort, so don't be surprised if your confidence is upgraded too. Experience high-end for your rear end at TommyJohn.com and get 20% off your first order.
Well, Jordan Geronimo was injured in the Illinois game, didn't play against Iowa because of the leg injury. Boy, did they miss him. How about what he's done tonight off the bench?
His plays have been electrifying. They've been exclamation points and then timely shooting from the deep corner on this possession. But
7:05 on the clock. Geronimo's been big, 13 points today. Indiana with the ball right now, up 49-44.
But hey, it's only a 5-point game. This has been a 19-19 game in the second half.
You have to give credit to this Wyoming team.
What a foul on Wyoming. Under 7 right now.
DK picks up his third personal foul.
Are we going to another commercial? We were just at a commercial.
Of March. You win, you move on. You lose, the season over.
Sorry, guys.
I'm glad you might be able to cover for me during March Madness.
People say we're kind of alike. Wow.
You're like, do you have any phone experience?
I do. I made this. Touche. Crochet. It's crochet.
Wow. Okay, you're hired.
You're hired.
I work here.
Oh, yeah.
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
Hey, just cashed a check, and I'm about to blow it all on chocolate. Yo, chocolate. Sweet tooth, baby, make that dollar stretch.
I gotta say, the ocean's the most perfect shade of blue. The most royal of all the blues. You know what I mean?
Nah, actually, the sky's the perfect shade of blue. Classier, more distinct, not so one and done.
Guys, we all know what the most elite shade of blue is.
Yeah, a blue that's actually perfect. Undefeated, if you will.
Sue Bird has entered the chat.
Live your best life in any color.
Iggy the bearded dragon ate a fly. Whoa, Mom, is this your new Buick?
It's our new Buick.
Did you know Iggy can change color to communicate?
I forgot to submit my essay.
Mom, my phone's almost dead. Put it on the wireless charger.
Mom,
use your Wi-Fi and upload it now.
that was fast.
He can hiss like a cat, and he gets up on his hind legs and... Mom, where's Iggy?
I think I know where he is.
How do you stay so calm?
Massaging seat.
The new 3-row Buick Enclave, the family SUV designed around you.
Assuming all NBA players want rings. It's like assuming State Farm doesn't have great rates.
Why do we have coasters if nobody gonna use them?
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Chipotle's all-new Pollo Asado.
starts with fresh grilled chicken, hand-cut cilantro, finished with fresh lime, guajillo peppers, and garlic. All to make our new pollo asado bright, flavorful, and uniquely Chipotle.
Pretty good game by both big men today. Trace Jackson, Davis, 18 points for Indiana. EK has 17 points, 14 in the second half for Wyoming. As we look at our game summary, 17 turnovers for Wyoming. Indiana will inbound on the baseline. John Rothstein's been peering into both huddles. What have you heard, John?
All right, here we go. Indiana with the ball, trying to get it down low. Up 5. Pass it out to the wing. Clock's getting close. They're going to have to throw up something here. Jackson Davis works his way in, going to get it up and foul. Lewis, what's up?
Right there.
He took the Cowboys into points, huh?
But to that point, he really was playing solid post defense. That's now his 4th foul with 6 and change.
And that was one of the few times that Trace Jackson Davis was a little bit impatient. He didn't allow that cutter to take.
EK's got 4 fouls. He's got to go out.
Went a little bit too fast.
49-44.
Mike Woodson was saying about the difference in terminology from college to the NBA.
Second shot's good, 50-44.
We speak in different languages, and that's something that he had to get used to.
He even admitted that maybe he put a little too much in early. And if he had to do it over, he would have cut it in half in terms of the playbook on offense and focus more.
Maldonado driving. We got a foul on the floor. They are fouling him. I'll give him that. It's about all he's doing right.
And changing the mindset, the culture, and bringing a defensive approach.
6:26 in the game. Foul trouble. EK with 4. Thompson with 3 for Wyoming.
Thompson has 3. He's set for a while. He's going to enter the game now. And, of course, EK's the big one. He has 4. Nice round of applause for Geronimo for the Indiana faithful as he goes out.
Yeah, Lapp was talking about it earlier. He's just exhilarating. I think that's what his name means. Geronimo. And he's brought a lot of excitement.
Shoots the foul shot. No good. Coming the other way, Indiana. You got to make those points at the line when you're down. At the top of the point, working it.
Keep in mind, so the game goes along with the 6-man rotation the Cowboys have. Fatigue can become a factor when you're playing against.
Johnson driving, whistle on the ground. They're going to call it on Ducell before the shot.
Xavier Johnson called for the foul. 14 foul. Yeah, the shot clock at 20.
20 seconds on the clock. Indiana gets the ball in, top of the point. Driving the lane. Dish, stolen. Johnson steals it. They keep it in bounds. Almost went out of bounds. Wyoming keeps it in bounds. Here they come the other way. They're only chasing 6. A 3 right now. This game's 1 possession. Maldonado's going to drive randomly and miss it again. I'm telling you, that kid needs to cut himself. He's horrible tonight.
When you're shooting, they're shooting 53% from the field.
Maldonado should go to the locker room, put on an Indiana jersey. He's playing better for them tonight.
You're in a hurry.
Dish down low.
The long Hoosiers getting up in the air.
Shot, rebound. Wyoming. Here comes Maldonado again.
Maldonado's going to try to post up top.
Sure, why not? He's messed up everything else. And he does try to post it. He turns it over. Indiana's got it. They get the timeout. Indiana steals it away from Maldonado again.
9 turnovers for Maldonado matches his season high.
9 turnovers for Maldonado. I got a headache already. Good Lord. 9 turnovers by one guy.
Yo, roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's left.
Kevin, you can use your phone.
What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
6-point game. Indiana's on top 50-44.
I do like Kevin Hart. I will say that. If you are brand new tonight, hit that subscribe. We're doing a lot of games here on the channel.
Well, you don't want to allow Indiana to get their defense set. You get a stop. You had a 3-on-2 initially, and now you're backing in. And look at Indiana's defense. They're not moving. So,
all right, here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Indiana bringing it down. Indiana points off turnovers, 13 points.
Good defense.
Tipped away. We're going to keep it with Indiana. I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Mara, he has just absolutely been horrible for them. Ball comes in. Indiana with it. Whips it back out to the top. At the wing. Looking for three. Rolling off a screen. Driving the lane. Up. No good. Tucked in. Jackson Davis with the putback. 52-44. He's played a good game tonight. Here comes Maldonado. Back to the point. Back to Maldonado. Driving the lane. Why not? Throws it up. He makes a bucket. I should give him some type of an award. Good Lord. I don't know what I got.
Hello, Newman.
That's the way I feel about him right now. That's a Seinfeld reference. Indiana with the ball. We got an offensive foul. On Indiana. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. They're saying he hooked him as he came around through the screen.
The dribble drive, the jump stop. Xavier Johnson back rims it, and a good putback. And here's the shoulder.
Indiana ball, chasing six. Correction. Wyoming ball, chasing 6.
Might have been just a slight movement of that shoulder.
Maldonado drives. He's going to get a foul called on him. He does do that. That's the one thing he does well. He gets fouls on the other team.
Last 2 possessions, Wyoming really consistently broken down Indiana's defense. It's just really it's good when you got guards that can drive with either hand. There's so much harder to scout.
It's up. It's good. Falls in. 52-47.
It's Inside March Madness presented by Buick. Nabel Kareem, Seth Davis, Rex Chapman, and Candace Park will have the tournament talk and the first 4 analysis.
We snuck into the green room at halftime. They've been outstanding.
Misses the second one. Indiana with the rebound. Up 5. Going under 4 minutes.
What a spread we have in there. I feel like a celebrity.
I soaked in Rex's jacket and tie combination. I think it was pretty spectacular.
Johnson on the give and go flush. What a big dunk on the give and go dunk. Alley. Ooh.
Talk about climbing the ladder. Oh, my.
What's going on? Whistles are going crazy.
It's a wonderful touch.
I jumped out of my seat on that one.
Yeah, that was
I wanted to go and high five him.
I had to move out of the way.
What the heck happened?
Wow. Nice pass by Johnson. And in elevation all the way back to Bloomington.
He got up. No doubt. I don't know what the timeout was unless it's a television one. I love this commercial with the mascots all racing in the cars, especially the fact that the Maryland mascot is the one that wins it.
Whether it's from boardrooms,
Let's get started.
shared rooms,
That's how we'll get 5G access for all.
crowded rooms, and soon from rooms you aren't even in,
Can everybody see this?
T-Mobile uses WebEx to hybrid work. Because we make it work for everyone.
Hang on.
This is you, right? Like you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
Oh, more bacon.
Sonic, bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger.
Okay, you got me.
My fingers and I do this to make a living. We're too busy to do taxes.
I love doing taxes for self-employed people. You can hand those off to me.
Yeah, but can I hand them off without using my hands?
We can arrange that. You do your thing. You've got your taxes. Into it. TurboTax Live.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine. Time out! Meet Yasso, a delicious ice cream experience with 100 calories or less per bar because it's made with Greek yogurt. Oh, ice cream. That's what we call an upset. Game over. Yasso, audaciously delicious.
Citizens of Snowpiercer, I am asking you to choose between the train we know and the dream we don't.
Don't miss the exclusive new season of Snowpiercer. Set your DVR now. Snowpiercer.
All right, get ready to come back here with 3:49 on the clock. 3:49. Possession ball goes to Wyoming on the jump ball.
Shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Winner gets St. Mary's on Thursday.
Take out a very good St. Mary's team on Thursday. St. Mary's the 5 seed.
All you have to know about St. Mary's, the way on their home court, Moraga, they controlled Gonzaga.
What are they still looking at?
Start to finish.
They're still over there looking at the computers. The referees are.
All right, so the officials are looking at the clock. So we went to the timeout. They stopped it because the shot clock. Watch here, the alley-oop, boom, and then the ball is tapped up, and the shot clock started. So that's when the officials stop the game and say we have to go take a look at it, and it looks like they're checking it out. Nate Harris, the one who saw it first.
Yeah, Geronimo taps the ball towards the official.
And then Wyoming was going to lose 4 seconds.
Right. So they probably get a warning.
All right, so they'll put the shot clock at 27. And Wyoming with the basketball down 7.
Big possession here. Plenty of time left, but a huge possession right here.
Extending their defense.
Pressure comes in. Maldonado's got it. Look out.
Combined for 33. Everybody else has 14. They've scored all 22 in the second half. I don't know if they go to somebody else.
Maldonado throws it away. 10th turnover.
13 turnovers, 10 for him.
Yeah, the empty possessions. It's one thing to miss a shot.
Wow. What's up, B-Town? You were doing a good job tonight. I had you playing in the background for a little bit. Just giving you watch time.
Johnson to Geronimo.
How you doing tonight, Bobby? Geronimo! Another play at the net.
Well, it's a big show.
Geronimo is the big show out there on the floor right now. Here comes Maldonado. Down the lane, stops. Passes, almost throws that one away. Maldonado's got it back. Dribbling around in circles. Trying to drive. Passes off to the corner. 3-ball. No good. He's fouled on the 3. Are you kidding me? 3-shot foul with 2:45 on the clock. Clock stopped. You're going to give him 3 shots. That's crazy.
Gathered himself, didn't step out of bounds, finish inside.
Using that length.
Good, buddy. Good.
In the first game about closeouts.
Wyoming chasing 7. Clock stopped. Brandon Wenzel at the line. Pretty solid 3-throw shooter for the year. And Karma gets him. Doink. Misses the first. You can't win games if you can't shoot free throws. I don't care what you do. It'll kill you. He makes the second here.
Going back to Geronimo, fellas. Season high 13 is... Well, actually,
I just like yelling Geronimo.
First Merrimack. 13.
Not the big picture. It started, Bro Dog. It started like 15 minutes late. That was good. It started late, so maybe because of that it seems longer. And they are taking a timeout every time you turn around. 56-49, in-game timeout again. Good gravy.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours.
In-game timeout. Or television timeout, whatever you want to call it.
But a big...
So welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here again. A lot of NCAA games in this tournament. We got 4 or 5 more just this week alone, and I haven't even scheduled Saturday yet, nor Sunday. So hit that subscribe. Hang out with us. I'm sure we'll have some busy nights, 100 or 200 watching. We've had them already with basketball. Just depends on the game and who's in and all that kind of stuff. As the excitement starts Thursday, things will pick up.
Alluded to this in game 1 tonight, but obviously both these teams are hoping they can duplicate what UCLA did last year, what Syracuse did in 2018, what LaSalle did in 2013.
How about what UMBC did? Knock it off number 1. Give them some love.
With VCU in 2011.
Take the first 4 right.
Thank you, Brodog.
I remember I fell in love with a kid years ago when he was in 8th grade. I said, "Who is that kid?" I said his name is Johnny Juzang. I said Johnny Juzang, like he has some juju.
All right, here they come, coming out of the timeout.
56-49 the score.
7-point game. It's going to be Indiana ball when they come back.
Great line drive for penetration from Wyoming, specifically Hunter Maldonado. And for Jeff Linder, he's simply saying, let's score, let's be effective, and let's hold them to one shot at the other end time.
That's good advice if you can do it.
Exactly. Jeff Linder deploys.
Full court pressure coming here.
More difficult.
They get the ball in.
Than one might expect.
Double team in a quarter.
Good double team by the Cowboys in the corner.
Great double team. They had him pinned and let him get out of it.
That's the coffin corner. Press offense. You don't want to inbound it there with the sideline and the baseline acting as that.
They had him pinned and they let him loose.
Defenders total with the baseline and sideline and the double team.
Here comes Indiana. They break the press on the drive. Flush. Quick pass and a flush. They broke that press quick.
Wow. And he had to raise the
Maldonado coming down. He's got 10 turnovers. He gets fouled again.
Was his hand near the basket?
It was kind of a Superman deal, too. Give him a cape. He's coming in sideways.
Maldonado goes to the line.
This is the way to beat a press. Attack it baseline to baseline. Go right to the cup.
Yeah, and EK has 4 fouls, so he was out of dodge. Maldonado to the line.
Maldonado buries the first one.
We call that El Matador defense. Ole.
Yeah.
Open the gate.
Nice job. Press offense the last time. Got the ball.
Misses his second. Indiana with the rebound.
Your best ball handler.
9 of 14 now for the free throw line.
Now the clock is your friend. You don't, Indiana, if you're Indiana, you don't need to rush into bad decisions.
Yeah, you take time. You're up 8.
You don't want to be hesitant or too conservative, but
going under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes to play.
Wyoming needs to generate some steals here.
Xavier Johnson under the basket to the corner.
Quick jumper. Good.
Largest lead of the night for Indiana. First time it's a 10.
Xavier Johnson orchestrating as he has over the last 8+ games.
Set play for a 3.
Maldonado with the ball for Wyoming. 3 ball. He's fouled. He hit the 3. Maldonado, after all the garbage I've been saying about him, hits a 3-point shot. That's good. He's got to at least try to have as many points as he does turnovers.
When Stewart tried to go under the screen and roll. During this time of the game, when you're trying to protect a 10-point lead, you want the offensive team, your opponent, to play inside the 3-point line. So you want to war or fight over screens, explode over screens, and then once the ball enters the paint, you want to stay home.
He buries that 4-point play. Now it's a 4-point game.
Well, that 4-point play has made this a 2-possession game again. With 1.5 left. And
almost stole away. Johnson's coming down with it. 1:30 on the clock and counting.
You just play this out, guys? Oh, maybe not.
They're going to foul.
That's 3 on DeSalle. Most points in an NCAA tournament debut. Trace Jackson Davis, 25. The guy above him is his coach, who he says has brought light to the Indiana basketball program. with 26.
Only 5 team fouls here for Wyoming, so
Notre Dame and Rutgers tomorrow night. Yeah, can't wait for that one.
Ball is
Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Indiana.
look at that.
Yeah.
1:10 on the clock and a 6-point game.
Your point about the
Are we calling a timeout again? I think we are.
Up to the area of the bonus because there's only 1:10 left. Did it hit the heel of Xavier Johnson after it hit the foot of Wenzel? Tough to tell.
Not for that angle. It didn't look like it. The ball didn't look like it changed its trajectory after Maldonado kicked.
And there's no contact.
Yeah, it's
Wenzel.
I think if the call was Indiana ball, which is what it looked like, it's tough to overturn that.
They're over there looking at it right now.
If they retain the ball here, they have a free timeout.
Wenzel didn't hit the ball though, did he? I didn't see it.
I thought Wenzel may have touched it, but
It's an official review.
Do you have your microscope out? Have you enlarged it as far as you can to see what happened there?
I'm doing my best here, guys. We've got great angles, but as Avery said, it doesn't look to me like the ball changed in its possession. And also, Tommy, kudos to you. It's the call on the court, right, that we make in live action that becomes very important in plays like this. And the fact that they have called this ball out of bounds against Wyoming and giving Indiana the ball, I just don't see anything that's conclusive enough to overturn the ruling on the court right now.
Yeah, Roger Ayers is trying to enlarge it as best he can. Yep, he's going to call it Indiana basketball.
It went off his foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His sneaker.
Roger Ayers just signaled to us.
All right, here we go. 1:10 on the clock.
It really was.
60-54. Quick in pass, driving to the baseline. Good. 62-54.
Mike Woodson for points in a day.
Under a minute.
He has 27.
And that was some fancy footwork.
What's up, Triple D?
Jackson Davis.
Yeah, that's true.
For the opportunity to move on to face St. Mary's.
Quick jumper, no good. Rebound, Indiana. 48 seconds.
You have to
He's got to get up to the bonus.
Yes, indeed.
That's fun. It's funny, and for sure.
Here's Jackson Davis.
Feet get tangled. Might have been a travel.
Was a travel. They missed it.
It was a travel.
Thank you, Avery, for putting a stamp on it.
I'm not Gene Johnson, but
you're the judge.
All right, ball comes in.
Foul's called on Maldonado.
Maldonado.
Said Xavier Johnson, 79% free throw shooter to the line. He's made, coming into tonight, he's made 53 of his last 60 free throws.
Well, he's a pretty good shooter then.
It looks like the Hoosiers will move to 16-3 on the season when holding opponents under 65 points. That gets
Ball's up. He misses that one. Jinx again.
Indiana defense.
Coming up on 35 seconds. Maldonado looking for a quick free. Deep one. Air ball. Grazed the front of the rim. Rebound out to Wyoming. 3-ball. Missed again. Ike to Jeffries, who gets fouled and hits it. They're going to get a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way.
Ike to tap that ball to his teammate. Going to pick up a rebound and an assist with that play. Ike in the second half has been outstanding. Just the turnovers. Got to go back to the empty possessions is the only issue.
62-56 at the line.
And if you're Indiana, you're forcing Wyoming to take contested threes. Now everybody must box out, even on the free
Off the front of the rim, rebound. Wyoming, they get it back. Step back 3, no good. Air ball. Immediate foul by Wenzel.
And I think Coach Linder was very disappointed with that last 3. He was saying, shot fake and drive. Because when you're down 6 at this point in the game, and it's 24 seconds, sometime an old-fashioned 3-point play at the basket is just as helpful. Or if the defense makes a mistake, maybe you can get a
17 seconds left. Again, you see the note above there from M. Mara 2. Tomorrow night, Notre Dame and Rutgers right here on the channel. Parries it.
He's one of 3 Big Ten players with 500 points or more in each of the last 2 years. The first in free throw attempts in the country. Free throws made since 2019.
And as Coach Woodson alluded to, they're third in open shots, getting open shots.
Wow.
I got to tell you, I think Wyoming's fortunate there because it looked like Jeffries. Watch this, watch. Oh, he was pushed. Okay. So that's what they called. It was on Galloway.
The refs are hearing it.
So that'll send Jeffries to the line.
Jeffries goes to the line. Clock stopped again.
Galloway fouls out.
Galloway, goodbye.
What I was saying, you just got the sense that if Indiana can make some more threes with the force of nature that they have inside with Jackson Davis, man, they can advance in the NCAA tournament.
Well, they demonstrated that over the course of the year. The big win over Purdue in the conference tournament as well. Played terrific basketball.
Jeffries, 82% of the year.
They can advance through the brackets.
Gets the roll.
Jeffries gets a nice, friendly bounce off the rim. It's a 7-point game.
Good.
Free throws and a timeout called by Jeff Linder. 64-58. It's a 2-possession game. All right, you guys both coached at a very high level. You're down 6, 14.8 to play. If you're Wyoming, how do you approach these last 14.8?
You got a foul.
Well, you're trying to break 2 possessions, so you're going to put pressure on the ball, try and force a 5-second count in the backcourt, or try and get a steal on the inbound pass. If you don't get that steal in 5-second count, there's not enough time to let them dribble the ball and play keep away. You got to foul on the catch if you're not going to be able to steal it. Then you've got to hope they miss free throws, and you're able to push it and do it again. Easier said than done.
If you're Indiana, getting your press offense, sprinting to the ball, strong with the ball once you receive it, run through the ball.
Yeah, run through the ball. Exactly.
And the inbounder, sometimes you got to fake one, make one with your passes, especially if you're going to have somebody on the ball like Olin. But you got to get open, and sometimes it's the guy at half court.
Let's see what they do.
That needs to sprint up.
Go over the top.
They're going to go short.
Top going down to Johnson, and they foul him immediately.
Johnson could have passed it up the court for an easy open, too. He was too selfish, wanted the ball himself.
Not only losing the game, but you start to think the finality of it all hits you, that this season, this journey, this
season's over. What's up, KAE?
Is over. As special as it's
KAE Sports Talk does a lot of great job covering Australian basketball, professional league over there. He does a really good job. Very passionate. Yeah, thankful no overtime. Check out KAE Sports. He's a good guy. 13.2 seconds. Buries this one. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, the moderators, members that are here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Those who subscribed today, thank you. Those who ninja watched or chatted, thank you. Wyoming deep 3. Air ball. Don't foul him. 5 seconds. There's the game right there. Congratulations, Wyoming. We will be back tomorrow, Wednesday night. Notre Dame playing Rutgers. 9 o'clock on this channel. Rutgers, Notre Dame, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. More NCAA action. Hit that subscribe for me on the way out. and help me out. Come back and join me for one of those games. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to call it. Talk to you soon.